That should smell good to you.
Okay, Johnny, will you intro us?
Guys, you know, my normal somber, or sorry. My normal peppy intro. I just can't bring myself to do it tonight.
Yeah, normally Johnny's extremely perky.
Welcome to the World Genius Podcast TV show.
We had something huge planned for you guys.
It was going to be
even
the best.
it was a last minute cancellation.
We were going to be rich.
We have the mic set up. We have the beanbag. Everything was going to go according to plan. So here was the thing. I mean, hopefully we'll have them on in the future, but I feel like we should just tell you guys because I think some of you guys are maybe even expecting it. We were going to have Nick from the yard over here.
He was going to be on.
And Nick, unfortunately, something happened. He just texted us like with his car. He has one of those new electric cars, unreliable.
I like to think he drives a Lamborghini.
Well, he doesn't.
It's an electric.
He drives a Hyundai, and yeah, something unfortunately like broke down or something. So again, it's just gonna be the three of us. So I'm actually gonna go unplug the mic.
What was that?
There's another one.
Oh, wait, what is that?
What's going on?
Oh my god! Oh,
What is that?
lights! What's happening to the lights?
There's a bell tolling?
Oh my god! What's going on? Holy shit!
What the?
It's Nick from the yard! Wow!
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I can't believe this is happening. This is so unexpected. Oh my god! Holy shit!
He's taken his seat.
He's actually here. He just
His
alpha
throne.
Johnny out of his own chair in his room.
Wow.
You thought you could spread misinformation?
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. We thought we could spread misinformation.
We were just trying to help.
On a podcaster of my notoriety?
Oh my god.
Shit. All right.
Okay,
dude.
guys.
The yard
Okay,
Reddit's
so let's
pogging right
recap.
now.
So let's just, postmort that intro. Real sloppy on the whole, I'm going to sit over here knowing I have to press the soundboard later.
Yeah, well, I did come up with something.
You did think of something.
I said I'm going to just
That
go
was
unplug the
clever.
mic. Yeah.
You then
You
forgot.
needed like a stick.
which
well, the
button to
problem
click.
is we'd have to like drag the beanbag in
You
afterwards.
could have started there.
Oh,
I could have,
man.
but then it would have given away that like there were 4 things set up. So I
Right,
said I
I
like
see.
tried to incorporate
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in the story. You know what
Do
I'm
you
saying?
think that was the thing that gave away?
I don't think anything gave it away.
I thought it was a smooth rollout.
We
It was-
usually just keep it real. Like acting is hard for us.
It's pretty. I thought it was pretty good until I couldn't find the remote.
Yeah,
That was the.
Well,
It did-
I'm rating you all on the acting. Joey, I'm giving you an 8 out of 10.
No.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
Wow.
Johnny, you're getting, you didn't really contribute much to that, I feel like.
Oh my god.
He intro.
That was kind of like a 4 out of 10.
Oh my
But if you would have
God,
spoken up
dude.
more, I think you had the chops
Nobody's
for it.
ever said anything mean to me before. I'm about to get it.
And then,
Colin didn't even speak.
and then all you said was, I think he drives a Lamborghini.
Yeah,
Which
you did
I'm-
say that.
So that's
You
10
probably
out,
like
that's 10
that.
out of 10.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
probably
Colin
the most
won
you could have
that.
brought to that.
I'm
I'm going to take these off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. I got you. Thanks, bro.
So Nick's already rating us. Nick is actually from a significantly more popular program.
Yeah, I'm
than
here. I'm
ours.
here to defend our honor
Yeah.
because
Shit.
we have been dragged through the mud. I've seen all the episodes
What?
I've watched
No, you
God.
have not.
since
No, you
we've been
have not.
mentioned.
Oh, okay.
And we've seen all of
Okay.
yours since we've mentioned you, by the way.
That is actually
That's true.
You know, the thing is, we started freaking out once we did get mentioned, or I got mentioned, and then everybody was
Yeah.
like, we have to like,
Well, you've been mentioned before.
yeah.
Yes.
But well, I don't know how long ago, but like the recent one about the karaoke stream, that was what kicked us into
Yeah.
overdrive, and we're like, we have to zero in on this and
We
clout
knew we had something
chase
special with
Well,
the karaoke.
as hard as we can.
My whole thing is like when someone like the karaoke streams are some of my favorite things in the world to do.
and now that I'm in the room, I feel it. Like,
Yeah.
I can feel why.
It's magical.
Yeah.
And I respect somebody who recognizes
Yeah.
the magic in something.
Mhm.
It's like, oh my God, this guy actually knows what's up.
Yeah.
Because he sees how awesome this is. A lot of people would tune into that and be like, what the fuck?
Weirdos.
Yeah, these guys are
This
crazy.
isn't Markiplier.
yeah.
Wow,
Karaoke?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had that experience.
don't
where
really-
It's what I assume you think I watch.
No, I was gonna say we don't really mention guys like Markiplier on here.
Oh, why's
Yeah,
that?
we just don't like. He's not really part of like our
Your
sphere, you
yeah.
know.
Well, this is 101. I'm going to teach you guys how to become the biggest podcast.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So we need
Please.
to
Hold on.
start. Well, we need to start covering popular or referencing popular YouTubers.
need to take notes.
Oh yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What give me your background of wait, well, you guys are giving each other a look.
Yeah,
need
well,
to take
show
notes.
Nick
No,
your
I'm not
notepad.
showing
No, show Nick your notepad. No, that's not
That's
what
an
it
empty,
is.
that's an empty one.
No. Johnny has a little thing that he does with these notes. Why are you being shy? Show him. He's gonna like
Wow,
it.
he is like
All right, you can't-
schoolgirl shy.
It's just- He's very good at drawing too.
I mean, she's beautiful.
Yes. Is it still a she?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Nick? You have notes for us?
What? No, I have a question. What is your understanding of the Yard podcast? Do you like how long have
I
you
watched
known we
the
existed?
first ever one. I watched.
I was a little shocked to know you knew we existed.
I watched
Really?
up until the episode with that Stavros guy.
Oh, it's like the first 7 episodes.
I watched the first 7 episodes.
Yeah.
You got
and then
Stavros on your 7th episode?
Stavros.
Stavros?
Yeah.
Stavros.
I already knew how to say it. I don't know why I said it
Yeah,
like
it was
him.
crazy. He was in town in LA. None of us knew him. We didn't know anyone who knew him.
Really?
And he was just like, I'm in LA. I want to do a podcast. And I just cold tweeted him like, come on our podcast. And he did.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
We were stoked. We were like, holy shit.
He is a
that's
big
huge.
he's a big name.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
He's a big
I've
name.
never watched Come Town. I've never watched a
He
single
told me that
episode.
the other day, and I was like,
of
how the
Come
fuck have
Down?
you not I mean, I was just surprised for somebody who I know is on the computer and phone as
Yeah.
much as you are, how you
I'm
but
surprised someone on League of Legends as much as you has not listened to Come Town.
Yeah, I
Just
just
not. We're not even really.
Their comment,
podcast
the league
guys.
chat and the Come Town comments are the same ecosystem.
but
yeah.
though I will say it's actually, in my opinion, it's very good you haven't seen an episode yet, though, because if you get into it, that's like a month of just like
Binge.
unbelievable,
And more.
hilarious. I mean, I don't know why we're talking about podcasts right now, but it is like it's like the funniest show ever. Funniest podcast
Is it
show
3
ever.
dudes?
It's 3 dudes. Yeah, Stavros was on it. That's why.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I-
yeah.
Stavros was basically a laugh track for the main guy, who's like I don't know, is
I know who they are.
semi-autistic genius.
Adam.
Nick
yeah,
Mullen?
no, Nick Mullen. Yeah,
Oh, Nick
yeah,
Mullen.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Adam was just a punching bag, but okay. What did we know? What did we know about the Yard?
I was curious.
Oh, well, our history kind of. I don't know if you noticed, but we've both been podcasts for roughly 3 years, right? Or how long have you guys been a podcast?
3, a little over 3 years.
Yeah, so we kind of like spite started our podcast.
Is that what we're
I
going
wouldn't
with?
say it was
Is that what we're
so-
going?
I think that was part of our mission statement.
No.
In our first episode
I
ever.
actually listen. There's actually a lot of parallels between World Genius and the Yard. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Where
I'm excited to find out about them.
you have Ludwig, right? Huge, like superstar,
My best friend.
famous YouTuber, your best friend. And then we have me, who's like mini Ludwig, like a much smaller,
Yeah.
tinier, little,
Same guy.
Less French.
less French, a little more controversial,
Yeah.
a little less mainstream. But I think I came to these guys, and actually Johnny's dad said something to us one time when we were at a
Johnny's dad's
show of
famous.
his, and he said, he was like, one of the best compliments I think we've probably ever received as a group. And he said, like, wow, when you guys are in a room, it feels like the room is like full. It feels like it's like full of energy. And then I was like, right there, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, I made it out the mud. Like, what if I can bring my friends with me?
You're like Ludwig.
I'm like Ludwig.
I'm
was Lud?
seeing what's
Did he
going
come
on.
up with the plan for the Yard?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
The Yard was originally a show with only me and Anthony, where we would watch and review Disney Channel movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, we should put Ludwig on it. And then it was me, Ludwig, and Anthony.
Mm-hmm. How long did that last?
We didn't start it. We never did it. We just talked about it for 2 years.
Quick
We never
sidebar,
did it.
what's your favorite Disney movie?
Disney Channel original movie or Disney movie?
Disney movie.
Is there a
in
difference
general.
between those?
Big difference.
In
It's
general.
like school, Camp Rock is like a
Disney Channel
original.
original movie.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
In general.
In general, it's actually a Disney Channel original still. It's called Stepsister from Planet Weird. And it
Sounds
it's from like,
like
the
a
early
porno.
2000s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's kids.
It's funny you bring this up because we were just looking at a hot Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
And they were at top
The
20. They were
animals.
almost all mice.
Yeah, the animals.
It was
Yeah.
a weird list we found.
They were all from different movies.
Well, no, they weren't all mice, but it was clearly like a furry made the
I
list,
see.
and the furry was doing a bad job of hiding their preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
there
like
was mice that I
average
didn't even
Joe
know.
mice.
They didn't even exist in my world.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get Ludwig on.
But then so then fast forward, Aiden moves in. We all live together. We work at a company called Beyond the Summit. We're producing Super Smash Brothers events.
So wait, did Ludwig work for that company?
He's the only one of us who didn't.
Okay,
The rest
got
of
it.
us did.
Got it.
And then Lud comes big famous streamer, and he walks in the kitchen one day. And he's just like, "If you guys do all the work, I'll like pay for a podcast. Let's just do it." And we're like, "Okay,
Nice.
let's
And-
start it."
How much
That's
does
kind
a
of what I
podcast
did
start?
too.
I mean, how much did it cost?
Well,
to start
the
Yard?
original set, because we knew we wanted to do like the whole yard thing, because we lived in the Smash house where we'd like people would come over. We always hang out in this yard, and we had to we wanted to record from home, so we converted our attic to like the yard. The original yard set's like Ludwig's attic that we like cut a hole in like the closet of the first floor, and you like climb a ladder into it, and it was like
That's why there was the trap door.
that's why there's a trap door.
And that was in the middle of
Johnny
the set.
knows.
Wow. Yeah.
it was
Johnny
in the middle of the
knows.
set. Yeah.
You guys, don't you guys still have a trap door?
No, now it's a slide.
Oh, okay.
Now you can like slide. I wanted to keep the
But
whole.
it's like supposed to mimic. Is it supposed to mimic the trap door?
Yeah, the idea was like
Okay.
we used to have this funny way to come into the set. I wanted to still have that, but
kind of like how you
set.
came into our set.
Oh.
Kind of like the way I'm
Yes,
seeing what you're kind of
yes,
doing here.
yes,
You're
yes.
making this like beautiful painting of these two. You're winking a lot too, or twitching.
No.
So
I'm
you have to
I'm
understand.
signaling my co-host.
I half expected for like just a big mouse trap to
No.
close the moment I walked in.
We told you already when you
We've
came over to
all
my
been
house
busy
for the
this week.
Tyson versus
Yeah, we have
Paul.
hung out once.
We told you this is no funny business, professional business operation,
Yeah.
no pranks, no nothing. In fact, we're like, I thought that we already did our best to prove to you with our little our Ludwig defense video.
Yeah.
We have to talk about that. I thought that would be showing you that we're safe.
Yeah.
No mouse traps.
Yeah.
We are willing to lie to rise in the ranks.
Nobody
Yeah.
was standing up for Ludwig before us.
No, we were the first.
I don't know if anybody has since. I haven't really been paying attention.
Ludwig has such a little idea about who you guys are.
Yes.
Wow.
But he does have an idea.
Because one day in the living room, I said, dude, it's the biggest day of the year. Gifted Hater has talked about you in a video. And he's like, who's that?
Because of the shirt that he wore.
So I was
Okay,
like,
yeah.
we got to watch. And I hadn't watched it. I saved
Oh,
it.
no.
I saved it to watch with him on his living room TV with his girlfriend. Like we're all, and then you just, you laid into him.
Well, what happened was
and he was like, "Who's this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh no, he's the best. I've been watching him since like 2021."
what happened is I was basically in skateboarding. There was like a huge trend of like black metal, like
Yes.
like everywhere
Like
else,
this.
black
Yeah.
metal. Exactly the stupid shit Johnny's wearing.
Yeah.
Black metal fonts on like camo and stuff.
Yeah, and it says like live stream.
And is that what it said on his?
No, it's just
Oh, okay. But then Ludwig I found a photo of Ludwig in like with some group of people and he's wearing one. And I was like, guys, listen, as skateboarders, we're supposed to be like these counterculture geniuses and we're wearing the same stuff as Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Like, let's get our fucking act together here. But Ludwig's not really like my demo. You know what I mean? I could just see him being like, what the fuck? And then,
no. I think he thought it was funny. And,
okay.
and
Nice,
I'm not
nice,
kidding.
Nice.
This is real. I'm not making this up. We had a meeting for merchandise at his company once.
No way.
Months and months later.
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't involved in this at all. It was just I like was in this meeting but wasn't involved in like creating the merch for anything. It was for some like event or like maybe it was just one of his drops.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of the meeting, Ludwig said, "We have to make something Gifted Hater would like."
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow.
So
wow.
it's a soundboard moment.
Wow. Wow.
I think he recognized
Amazing.
And I think
Amazing.
the main thing I want to leave with today here in defense of not only myself and my show, but my people, is I think you guys would like Ludwig the most.
Well,
Wow.
we
If you met him.
Okay, historically,
we know the
Ludwig.
real Ludwig. We know the real Ludwig.
Right.
You're saying, see, he's saying if you met Ludwig,
Yes.
he's saying that for a specific reason. He's saying
Yeah.
if you saw Ludwig, lights off, no red light. We know we were fans of. You guys know we were fans of the Bad Melee podcast, so we already know.
Yeah, that was
authentic Ludwig.
That was not my intro to you, but I was told. So my buddy Mike showed me your videos in like 2021.
Wow.
And then he was like, yeah, he plays Melee too. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then later, and I was told later, I'm like, yeah, he likes Bad Melee. And I was like, oh, wow, he's tapped.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yep.
And then my other homie was like, yeah, he likes Bad Melee, but he hates the yard.
See, I don't even remember saying that.
I don't know.
Roll the video of you throwing the yard shirt into the fire.
No. That's a recent thing. That's a recent thing.
This was like 3 years ago.
I'm calling that misinformation.
Yeah.
That's false. False. I did not say that.
And I was like, okay, that's chill. I understand the difference between those two shows. But I was like, okay. And then I think the anthology from there is we needed an idea for an episode of our show. I can't remember I think it was like Ludwig was like gone for an episode or something. We needed an idea. And I just watched one of your videos and I was like, oh, we should do a tier list. We've never done that before.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And I said on the episode, I said, shout out to Gifted Hater.
I remember
for the
that one.
idea.
What?
And then
That's funny that you credited me with a
tier list
video?
list.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
You
like
really,
the
brought,
most.
you really brought the
I think I
tier list
credited
back.
you because I think I used one of your tier slots. I think it was like
Oh, really?
Like
you?
death
death penalty or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see.
I
I
liked
see.
the idea because we had the whole idea to make an entire video
Yeah.
about like ranking every streamer, but it was just to put one guy in death penalty.
Oh yeah. I mean that's
Who
how
was
it's.
that guy?
Yeah.
Courage JD, the YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
He
that
puts
guy.
ads on his Twitter videos.
Wow, incredible.
Wait. So hang on. Was Ludwig? This is very important because this could significantly change my financial situation.
Yeah.
Was Ludwig making tier list videos prior to that podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was
No,
thinking
but
like
Ludwig wasn't even a part of that episode.
All Ludwig knows is that you think his style sucks.
Mm.
And
he's normal.
That's all he knows. But
He's
he
normal.
does not think about this ever.
No, I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't. We think about Ludwig all
We
the
think
time.
about-
We don't want.
We know.
We don't
Yeah.
want Ludwig to think about us.
Do
you know?
We want to be the silent defenders of his honor.
But I was thinking that
knights.
I just got a DM the other day, and it was just like, how fucking dare you throw your best friend under the fucking bus? You are a loser because of
one
a
of your
guy who can
listeners?
heel flip.
One of your listeners?
No, the guy doesn't follow me.
I can't even
and
heel
I was
flip.
just like,
I can only switch
I was
heel
like,
flip.
what is this DM about?
Yeah, also throwing your best friend under the bus.
That's
We
not
were-
what happened.
And then I'm like, I see your guys' video, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting world genius hate mail.
No, but
No,
okay,
no,
I
our
don't think
guys
you
would
are
never
not getting
send
hate mail
hate.
from our guys.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
wait.
it
So just
definitely
so
wasn't our guys.
in case
I know every
we have a
single one of our
huge
viewers.
spike in new viewers because of our guest. We just you don't underestimate our clickbaiting abilities. Don't underestimate our clickbaiting abilities. Okay, but even if 5 new people, maybe, you know what? We made a fake video defending Ludwig, and we basically in this video pretended that Nick told us a secret, and that's why Ludwig got in trouble or whatever because he had to because he was being blackmailed. And so a lot of people didn't understand this joke, and you got hate mail as a result of this
people
troll
not,
video.
Not a shit ton of people, but people were DMing me, and I was just like, what are these fucking DMs?
Yeah.
about?
So you got DMs before you found out what the video was.
I got DMs before, and then you messaged me and you said
I
we're
did,
going
yes.
to defend Ludwig.
I did.
And I didn't watch the video like right when you sent it. I was just like, okay, like sure.
Oh no, I said this should take the heat off for a while.
Yeah. And if it brought the heat on.
Yeah, no, it had the reverse
I think
effect.
people who did not know I existed started DMing me.
Yeah. Well,
they definitely weren't from our audience.
we also
Yeah.
the heat was brought to us as well.
We got demolished.
dumpstered.
Yeah, we
By
got
who?
By
Dude,
Reddit.
Hassan fans,
Oh, they'll do that.
dude,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
ready with the
Yeah.
copy paste. They started telling us about, how we shouldn't be talking about the genocide and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we're like, guys, we're just doing a
Well,
prank.
were you?
No,
You
we
guys
were not.
off camera. The first thing you started talking about genocide and all sorts of
No,
awesome.
we talked about how
you're drawing.
anti-genocide we
You're
are.
making
What,
celebrities
dude?
looking Chinese and drawings, all sorts of awesome art.
Once the tequila starts flowing
Yeah.
off camera, the first thing that comes up is the genocide. No, we got totally destroyed. Like, we were doing okay at first. Somebody put our thing on your subreddit,
Yeah.
and then we end up getting banned our post gets deleted from the subreddit. But the Hassan people were going off, and then they started disliking our video, and I think that killed. That was going to be our big
they
move
accused us of
in the
coordinating
algorithm.
an attack, but they clearly coordinated a defense.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were clearly in a Hassan Discord somewhere, mass disliking our posts. And what I thought was interesting about it is that it was all the Hassan fans getting mad at us, but like, we were posting in the Yard subreddit, and the point of the video was to defend one of the hosts of the show.
Yeah.
And somehow it turned into like protecting Hassan's honor instead. So I thought that, all the Yard fans were going to be like, this is huge. Our guy is innocent.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
The craziest part is, though, about these Hassan fans is they were totally fine with Hassan blackmailing Ludwig in our made-up story.
In our made-up story,
In our
yeah.
made-up story,
They were
they're
okay with that.
defending
They were
him
okay with that.
blackmailing Ludwig.
The Hassan fans they're the same as like the bots that just post people's first names under YouTube videos. It's
Yeah.
like the same brain.
Yeah.
You can't give it too much credit.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you have
Well,
a
they
lot of them?
ruined our post, but yes.
We don't have any. In our
the
community.
one good thing though, we're not big enough to have bots. The one good thing though is I think in the end we did kind of achieve our mission, because you got hate mail, we got hate mail. You know who didn't get any hate mail?
Not a single lick.
Ludwig.
Yeah.
He came out completely
That's super
unscathed.
true.
Yeah.
Woke up feeling
Mission accomplished.
All we had to do was like get
It was
four
a
other
bit of a
people in
Trojan
trouble.
horse mission.
Yeah. That was a suicide bombing. It was a kamikaze mission.
It's like Ludwig sitting at a computer playing 100 hours of League, and it's us, the U.S. soldiers, blocking all the knives from hitting him.
That's all we wanted. That's all
what
we
we
fucking wanted.
yeah.
What a beautiful
Mission
thing this is,
accomplished.
podcasting. And
Yeah, I'm glad
friendship.
it didn't go.
Was that video? So one thing I was confused about was like, so you were like, yeah, the video's clearly a joke. We said it was fake, and then in the clip, I didn't see anywhere where you said it. So I'm like, I wonder if it's part of like a larger podcast.
No. In
was.
the end of the video,
But what podcast is that from? Is it from a full
it
episode?
hasn't come out. It hasn't come
That's
out.
why I was confused.
No, but in,
like,
in the end of that clip, Colin says, after we tell the story about you telling us at the fight, Colin says, he goes, what's interesting about this is that like the Jake Paul fight was a day before the Ludwig stuff ever even happened.
Although
So basically that, like, chronologically, it was impossible that you
sure,
could have
sure.
told us about this because the situation hadn't
you
even
give your
happened
fans a lot
yet.
of credit.
Well, yeah.
I think that went over most people's heads. In our minds.
the timestamps showed on the screen at
Yeah,
that point
I showed
too.
that. I showed the upload dates and stuff, but I mean, it was But like the thing is, we were putting, like Colin was saying, we were putting like boom sound effects, Among Us sound effects and stuff, and also like the way that we half disguised your identity with like the black bar and
We were
treating
going,
you like
bleep.
Julian Assange.
we were,
I thought it
I
was.
was scared we were going to lose you. I said,
Really?
Colin was like, I don't know. Colin's getting cold feet.
No, I wasn't.
You don't have
getting
to.
cold
You don't have
feet.
to reconcile with me, but you do.
No.
You do a slime.
I didn't
Oh,
know
is Slime
about,
pissed?
I think Slime's having a harder time because he hasn't met you guys parsing what's parody
going
and
on.
what's real.
Um,
See,
So when he
He saw the video.
I don't know if he saw that one.
Well, he.
But
I was gonna
But
ask,
do you guys
he
know he
banned
commented on your
Joe.
video?
Oh, is he the slime? Is he
Slime
he's the no. But I saw a Yard. I assumed it was you
No,
from the Yard
his
account.
account, like his
Oh no, I
personal
haven't seen
account.
that. I haven't seen that.
So I think you guys make it somewhat difficult to parse when you are
course.
being sarcastic.
Of course.
Wait, we're not recording. We are recording.
Hey, you keep going.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Okay. Oh, we have a Flava cam.
Oh yeah,
So
the
we
Flava
should
cam
be
is still
covered.
running. Cut to the
Should be
Flava.
covered. It's already been 30 minutes.
Hang on, Flava break. Well, we did have like the 8-minute intro fiasco. But
So my eyes opened when I met you guys. For the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
yeah,
I
yeah.
said I understand them now.
uh-huh.
But before meeting you guys, it was very unclear if you truly, because think about my context. I was told way before meeting you guys ever, they don't like you guys. And I was like, so then randomly out of nowhere, you start posting episodes where it's like, oh,
I think
we love these guys.
yes,
And so we're over here kind of like,
we were like grift
we're like,
maxing.
huh, I
we're
wonder,
grift maxing. Yes.
is the joke that they secretly hate us? Is the joke that it's funny to imply that, but they don't really care? Do they only like some of us? So,
Do we only like some of
We're
us?
not
Really
sure
thought
about
that
Eamon.
much.
We're not sure.
Oh
if we
my
like
God.
Eamon.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
just kidding.
no,
I'm
no,
just
you
kidding. I'm
would
just
love
kidding.
him.
We actually are huge.
Well,
Eamon
I
guys.
actually wanted to talk about this later, the dog thing, but we'll save that. We'll save that.
You want to
We'll-
reopen that? I love
yeah.
that.
I would like to participate in that discussion.
Everything we do is like tongue.
This is all you have. All you have to know about
Yeah.
us is that people love to say this about anybody that's giving them crap or backlash for whatever, and they're like, "Oh man, this guy's just a jealous hater or whatever," and that's us. If you guys saw our podcast and you went, "These guys are jealous haters," nail on the
Wait,
head.
hold on,
That's
hold on.
exactly what we're doing. We're jealously hating
There's
on the
context
yard.
I didn't include.
We're literally watching the TV. We're watching the yard, and we're all sitting here going, "That should be us. That's we're supposed to be where they are." That's
And I
what
think
we're doing.
that's fair.
We just want like a morsel.
There's context I didn't include.
Okay.
So the night that we rated you,
Mm-hmm.
so you guys know Alex, my buddy Alex. Alex Smokes
He's a
Mid.
great Twitter. He's extremely funny.
Yeah, he's
actually.
really funny.
He's
You know how we met?
underrated.
I
You know how I
know
met
that.
him?
I
Have
know
you
the
heard that
Twitter
story?
account.
No, how'd you meet him?
So me, Lud, like all the guys went to the haunted hayride in it's like fucking like an hour from here on Halloween. And he was on our hayride.
Wow.
It was like the only two people in the entire event that used Twitter. And my buddy Mike, who showed me you,
Yeah.
was like, I know that I recognize that guy. He's mid smoker on Twitter. He's
He
really
is,
funny.
yeah. He's the guy with the Jordan logo with like a blue and purple background.
The
You
Galaxy
definitely
background.
recognize him.
The black guy? He's a black guy?
No, he's not a
Could
black
not be
guy.
further.
Not the Hyundai.
Yeah.
No, does he have a podcast?
Nope.
No,
Oh.
no. He just started streaming pretty
I know
recently,
that
right?
account. I
Yeah,
know
somewhat,
that
yeah.
account. I just don't know.
But we
his
were
face.
on the same haunted hayride, and then we just became friends. And I hang out with him every week now.
Nice.
It was very random.
Is he LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
We live pretty close to each other. Where was
Is he LA?
Oh, so we were streaming. one night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, who should I raid? And I followed you on Twitch for a while. I don't think I've ever chatted in your chat or anything, but I followed, and I was like, oh, Gifted Haters Live. That'll be fun. I didn't look what you were doing. I didn't check it. I was just like, I'll just raid him and then whatever. So I raid, and then I was like, oh, I'll go see what they're doing. And you guys are doing karaoke. And then Alex raided you right after me with a lot less viewers. So not a lot, but it was I had 900, 1,000 or something. He had 300.
Yep.
And then so you get all these viewers, and then you guys were like, Alex Smokes Mid, thanks for the raid, legendary poster, and then just ignored my raid.
I must have missed your raid. I must have missed
before
your raid.
having met you with only the context,
You thought I was,
that I've been
ignoring
told,
you on purpose?
These guys don't fuck with you. I was like, oh, that was I'm not a psycho where I'll be this solidifies it. But I was just the plot thickens.
Yeah.
I
Wow,
get more
yes,
info.
yes. Wait, so does Slime know you're here right now?
Yeah, I told him I was. He's the only person I told. Yeah,
Wow.
And so he's not sure about us.
he's unsure, but
And how did you explain that you would be fraternizing with the enemy essentially?
well, it was kind of the same thing as when I was like, oh, I'm going to hang out with them.
Uh-huh.
He was
That
like,
was
oh.
crazy that you did that.
Yeah, that was
I don't find that crazy.
we all
I would say
we all
I'm
said
a
it was
normal
crazy.
he's
guy.
a melee guy. That's pretty normal.
He
in the
just goes
melee.
into people's
yeah.
houses.
You just go
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
melee with people.
yeah,
You know?
most
It's-
people don't go to people's houses anymore.
I was surprised that you guys thought it was weird because you guys used to do that all the time.
No, but we
Yeah, but that
stopped.
was in the year 2000.
I've got opinions on the melee thing
16.
too. Now that I've played all of you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
because you guys said on one of your episodes, you
I
you
did say I
guessed,
could beat.
you guessed your own skill level.
wait. Okay. I want to say first of all, whatever you're
I was hammered.
recounting right now, Colin has a habit of saying things that are not fucking even remotely accurate, and
You're the one who said it.
What did I say?
You said that you guys are silver players.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't call you silver.
Oh no.
my
I'm
God.
okay. You let me.
We don't
Look at it. He's getting real.
Oh
No, no, no,
my
no,
The irony's
no,
gone.
no, no,
I've
no, no.
broken through to his core.
Okay,
No,
but
no,
are you talking about Slippy tier?
Yeah, that's what
No,
he
but
said.
We
the
don't
thing
even
is-
know.
the
We've
thing
never
is-
played
He said
ranked
if we
on
played Slippy, we'd probably be like silver.
like if you plugged in our skill level to the League of Legends ladder, like percentile.
no, Slippy ranks.
I want to
we
give
don't-
you like context. We like context here.
love content
This is
and information that is not
This is
falsified.
No. I will not be I'll falsify information later. I'm gonna not falsify information right now. When I played Nick, first of all, I'm retired. Okay, I'm a retired player.
course.
I don't
John
game
incoming.
anymore. Like it's too stressful for me. Gaming's too stressful. I don't like it. Okay, so I haven't played for like a year and a half since I
and it's like
until
these shoes. It's like kind of harder to pop the board. And it's like,
No.
it's, you know,
No. Don't give me that.
if I have my Fallens on, it'd be different
Yeah.
story.
And
Totally.
then, so we're getting drunk watching the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
And no, we were. Colin and I were getting drunk. We're getting drunk as fuck. And then, by the time the fight's over, it's been like 2 hours. I'm wasted. Then the Melee setup gets out. By the way, I never advocated for Melee. This is, Colin, I think, and Nick.
I was told bring Mario Party. That's what I was told.
That went well.
Also, I did not want to play Mario Party either, but I was.
You got carried to Mario Party.
I was wasted and did not care. So that's basically my point of view.
He didn't care about that.
And
Joe was
I'll
like
say this,
medium AI.
Nick. If I played Melee for 3 weeks, I would easily be silver. Easily.
Okay, but
Nuts.
your idea.
This guy just nodded.
Nick. Your idea of silver and our idea of silver is just different.
Wait, what?
To be clear, it's a metric system. It is a non-arbitrary system of
what's
ranking.
your
And the
rank
guy
on
that
Slippy?
ranks-
Okay,
I don't play Slippy.
but
Oh,
if
well, this
you're-
guy doesn't even play Slippy.
I have nothing to prove.
Okay, but you're talking about
Unbelievable.
the only people that are on Slippy, which is where ranked Melee is played, are already like top 1% tile players, right?
No.
Definitely
That
not.
doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
I mean, like in the larger scheme of
There are
Smash Bros.
more new
players.
players on Slippy than at tournaments.
yeah, compared to people that played when they were 7 years old and never played again, they're in the top 1%.
So when you include those, we are well above silver. When you
We're gonna give you guys a brand new Slippy account after this,
Yes.
and we're gonna
Yes.
see how high
Yes.
you can climb.
I'll
want that.
Okay.
Here's
you
the
guys,
thing.
You
I want
boys,
this.
you boys are just throwing jabs because you guys can't, as a crew, get into gold yet.
Ooh.
In League of Legends,
we're going into
Okay,
league
do you
now.
want me to see?
We're
okay,
going into league.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see my
fuck.
op.gg where I placed gold 5 my first time
Wait,
ever
wait,
playing League of
did it-
Legends out of promos?
Didn't
Let me
you-
guess, there were 7 champs in the game.
Didn't your boy just play a league for 7 days straight? He didn't even climb 1 rank.
I would love to talk shit about my boys as well. If I could just, if all you guys
Me
and
too.
them are all the opposite.
We're defla- All right, I'll no. I'm willing to
Except
do
they
some.
all-
Just
no.
prove 'em
He's
wrong.
only
No, that's what I'm
he's
gonna say.
coming-
I'm
Okay,
willing
Well,
to.
you guys want to say
Nick,
how
you had
we
none
played
of this
Melee?
energy before. You guys all just got assaulted for like 2 weeks for being so bad at League that now you're really
Oh, so
projecting
you're
it
saying
on
he's
us.
deflecting on us? Yeah,
so
that
this
makes
is-
sense.
You didn't even have
Listen,
1% of
whatever
this
his
energy last time we
reasoning
hung
is,
out.
whatever his
Yeah.
reasoning is, I'm willing to, you talking about this fresh Slippy account. I actually can only play video games when I'm drunk, or I do go crazy because it stresses me out too much.
Yeah.
I'm not making that up. I will play twice a week. I'll get drunk by myself and play Slippy, and I will drunk climb to silver
Yeah.
with ease.
Can I just
With
say,
ease.
Marth, left field.
Oh yeah,
That was out of left field.
You
for
know,
you.
it's kind of
It's like finding out like your pastor like hits the crack pipe after.
All right.
Yeah,
Here's
well-
the thing about me and Joa.
I just
only
like
played
forward
each other.
smashing
Me
on
and
tequila
Joa-
when I'm drinking tequila. That's
We
where
only
that comes
played each
from.
other like 90% of our melee. We went to tournaments. It just wasn't our vibe. So we just grinded with each other. We learned all of our
nobody
tech skill
likes getting
in a
giga
room.
butt fucked
just-
by a smelly guy.
Yeah, me and Joa in a
Not
room
good.
learned all of our tech skill, got whatever silver level at melee, and so because of that,
I feel like you're clearly the best. Am I wrong?
well, I mean,
he
at this
says-
point,
he says
Joa
when we
was better
did
back
go
in the
to
day.
tournaments, I was more formidable than Colin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
he's
I
got
was
more
a-
stats.
I was like a Fox player in 2015. I just sucked.
Colin's
Colin's
Friendly's
got,
legend.
Colin's got a high ceiling, low floor.
That's the spacey lifestyle.
Low floor.
You picked. You have the bumpers on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Oh my.
well,
With
I don't
Marth.
actually play Marth. That's the thing. I'm a Falco player. Yes,
man.
yes, I'm a Falco
That's
player.
the skater's character.
Yeah, well, I do like I like to
You hit
think of,
shine. You don't know where they're going.
I like to
You just gotta
think of
adapt.
myself as a Captain Falcon player, but I've never
You've
never
got the spirit for that
Hey,
too.
just-
never
so you
quite
know-
been good enough.
Like 2 days ago, I went back into Westball's stream and I said, "Did you hear about the yard drama?" And he said, "I do not." He said, "I don't doubt that at all. I believe that."
What,
believe
our
Bonnie?
link?
Yeah, no, I didn't send a link. I just said, "Did you hear about the?" He's
Oh,
like,
he just
"That does
believed-
not surprise me at all
That there was yard
there's
drama?
yard drama." He goes, "That's the least surprising thing I've heard today."
That is awesome. Well, speaking of Westballs, you should tell them
It was like
What
I
happened
thought
in that
God was
stream.
telling me something. Like he was saying, Joa is in your life for a reason.
Yep. Yep.
So there was this really old tweet by a smasher named SFAT where he said something about how melee is like fucking nutting or something. I don't remember exactly the phrase. It was a
Okay.
really old, like pretty legendary
it's,
smash
it's
tweet.
like playing on a CRT is like being with that special someone.
It's like, yeah.
playing Slippy's like
like jacking off
masturbating
or something. Yeah, it was something like that. And it resurfaced on Twitter, and I was just like enjoying it again, like it was the first time. And I was like looking at the comments, and there was a Westballs reply, and I'm like, I forgot this guy existed because I don't go to local. He still goes to locals. I don't go to locals, so I never see him. So I was
You're
like, oh,
not a local guy at this point in your career.
my last local was
Too rich.
2017.
Your Lamborghini.
You're like
doesn't
a
fit
major.
They don't have like
major celebrity, right?
They don't have valet.
the Mercedes Benz truck does not fit in the spaces at the bar tournament. So I was like, Westballs, holy shit! I wonder if this guy still streams. And I click into his stream, and I'm shit you not, I've not opened his stream in like 5 years. The most recent chat message is from Gifted Hater, and it says, "Have you heard about the yard drama?" And I'm like,
and then I
there's
linked.
no way.
That was one of the guerrilla tactics.
Yeah.
There is no way you are
was-
here.
that
It's
was
like you knew I would come here.
By the way, we don't watch melee streams either.
I just
You say
happened
I
to
haven't
be
watched
there.
a Westball stream in like however long you haven't watched a Westball stream. I haven't watched it for longer. We were just on the computer.
No, we were
and-
still riding the high of like going to war on your Reddit.
Yeah, and so
And
I
then
started
we were just
linking
like-
it in
yeah,
some
we- yeah.
melee streams, and just coincidentally, we happened to be in the Westball stream at the same time.
Insane.
Unbelievable!
Insane.
What are the
Unbelievable.
odds? Like literally in the
Wow.
billions.
And
I would have to
Westballs
guess.
doesn't know that this moment happened.
The odds that two viewers were in that stream at the same
Yeah.
time is already crazy
Yeah.
enough.
That's what I was.
For it to
that's
be
what I
us
said.
is
Yes.
fake.
I was like 20 people in the stream.
Yeah,
and
it was in
two
the
of them are-
teens.
yeah,
It was in the teens. Like there's pretty much everyone in this room, and that was it.
I know West. Actually, this is one of the things I wanted to talk about. Is I heard of Westballs through Smash Summit.
Yeah.
Because I used to, as not even a melee watcher, I really liked Summit.
Mhm.
Summit I thought was really cool, and it does something that I think that all other esports don't do. Is it like did its own thing? It didn't try and emulate sports.
Yep.
Which is what I hate about league sports.
Crossed arms, red and blue lights.
Yes, I
Jerseys.
Jerseys are
hate-
hilarious.
Yeah.
There's jerseys that smash
Because you need breathable shirts when you sit at your computer.
Yeah,
Well,
I just hate
Yeah, but that's the sponsor's fault, not Summit's fault.
the emulation of real sports when it's a bunch of gamers. You
Yeah.
know, it's
I
like,
like
it
it when
feels
it's like a bunch of little Koreans and they're all matching jerseys. That's adorable.
but that's what
What
I
makes them
really
little?
liked about
They are.
Summit.
It's a fact.
You know,
Not-
and that's
it's
I
not a
wanted to give you
stereotype.
kudos for whatever role you played in that.
Yeah,
like, that I thought was like so cool, and that it could be such a cool direction for esports to go into. But I feel like esports now is just like,
does not make money.
well, yeah.
Well,
Unless-
it's
unless
all
you
a
are
big
Korean or
Ponzi
European.
pyramid Ponzi scheme. Remember
It's all to-
Overwatch?
it's all to sell Razer headsets. Yeah.
Overwatch 2?
Yeah.
No, not Overwatch 2.
You mean Overwatch League?
The Overwatch League.
yeah.
They tried to act like they were gonna like have people flying internationally to go
Yeah.
play at stadiums like in London and Tokyo and
what if
stuff.
we removed
Atlanta,
all
New
cool
York.
identity from
Yeah.
the entirety of the sport.
Yeah.
And we just made it like football.
Yeah, it's insane
And
that they
yeah.
thought that they could like, trick people into like I can't believe like NRG Esports got like Shaq to give them money and
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
And Rick
it-
Fox
Echo
for Fox.
Echo Fox.
Echo
yeah.
Fox. Oh my god, how did they scam these guys?
And like Team Liquid with like fucking like Marvel collabs.
oh
Was-
yeah,
was
I remember
Smash
that. That
Summit
doesn't surprise
profitable?
me as much.
It does what?
Was Summit profitable?
For a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
For like, I mean, Summit ran for 10 years.
Yeah.
Because it was doing Dota Summit first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I think Smash was its third game. I think Counter-Strike was its second game.
Mhm.
Then Smash, then Rocket League, then like Mortal Kombat.
And you worked all of that stuff, right?
Yeah, so I came in when so Slime, who I don't know, people who watch your show watch our show, but he's
Our
on
top
our show.
enemy Slime.
Yeah, number one hitter.
He banned me from his
We're-
stream, by the way.
He
We've
did.
all been.
I don't know if he knew it was me.
He didn't
But
probably.
I went into his stream.
What'd you say? I'll
I-
tell you if he knew.
I went into his stream. I subscribe immediately, $5.99, just showing my
Raw,
respect.
No prime.
And then I type thoughts on Destiny BJ, and
This is
I'm
day of.
I'm out of there immediately.
That's why he banned you. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I was
He
like,
does not know who you are.
well, he doesn't know who I am, and then also I'll give him a little bit of credit. He was doing the Yard League stream, so I guess it probably was an appropriate time to discuss the Destiny blowjob. Huh?
You need to focus.
He
on
was
being a
feeding
top
on
laner.
Gwen
Mhm.
at the time.
But I was just like, I thought maybe I got the wrong impression of Slime, but I was like, I thought Slime was the kind of guy who might have thoughts on Destiny BJ.
No, I think
He doesn't have thoughts on Destiny BJ?
They had a beef. So I think he thought you were like a
really?
fan prying about a beef.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We won't get into their beef.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm also.
Yeah.
I didn't
banned.
know that happened.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ask
aware.
you to live unban me in Slime's chat because I watched.
You're
What-
banned.
What
I'm
did
banned,
you do,
yes.
though?
Wait, so are you banned?
No, I'm not.
He
Okay.
was.
No,
You were at
You
one
were.
point?
You were banned.
All three of you have organically been banned
Yes.
by him.
Well, okay.
Mine was unfair.
Mine.
I actually, I
I won't
believe,
call it unfair.
I believe,
You just didn't understand what you were doing.
okay,
Mine-
it was an accident.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't know that I was like hitting a sore spot. I literally was just like, this is in the news cycle. What I'd like to hear Slime speak about the
this is
Destiny
my
BJ.
entire Twitter feed. What is this
I
guy?
fully
that's-
understand why I'm banned. I
There's one topic that was banned, and it's what we're talking about.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a ban-
Okay.
it's a
So
ban.
let's just
I don't know if you saw his tweet,
Yeah.
but there's
we're,
more.
We're just.
let's
we're just
not do that then.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah. Let's
Well, I
let's
was just
skip.
talking about getting unbanned from Slime's chat and explaining to him why I was banned.
Look, Slime-
I also requested an unban immediately, and I'm pretty sure that's why I'm still banned because he did a mass unban in that time frame, and I didn't get unbanned.
Look, Slime shoots from the hip.
Yes, yeah, that's what I
When he met me, he didn't like me.
Wow.
For the longest time, he didn't really fuck with me very much until he the way he puts it is first he found out I have a fear of throwing up, and he said
Oh.
that's the most interesting thing about you.
That's
and then
rude.
Two, he found out I was funny, and then we became really good close friends.
I was gonna say, shooting from the hip. It almost sounds like he's, like paranoid or too reserved
No,
because
I think
I don't see how anybody could meet Nick and not be charmed immediately. Am I right, guys?
yeah.
I got a great impression.
You guys were charmed.
We all we did after you left was go, was say Nick is cool. Nick is like effort. He's the same on the show
okay.
as he is off the show.
I saw what you were starting to say though.
What was I starting
Effortlessly.
to say? Effortlessly chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you rotate?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I fear you're not in the shot.
No. I'm fine. We'll just. I'm
like
good.
slinked back into this
Okay.
zone
All right.
over here.
All right. I'll rotate.
Look, in defense of Slime a little bit. I think
We're not attacking Slime.
Yeah,
we
I
just
didn't
want
wanna
to be
attack. I
wanna be
granted
unbanned.
back
I
into
want-
his
I-
Guys,
chat.
you're attacking Slime.
No,
In defense of Slime, he shoots from the hip and
Yes.
he shoots. He's less than 50% accuracy, I'd say.
Yes.
Mhm.
But then he quickly turns around when he meets someone. He's like,
You
I
know
was
what?
wrong.
I have a little bit of that in myself where we live in this community, Costa Mesa, or I do. Every time I meet a guy, I go, this is the worst guy ever. And then if one of them likes me, I go, oh, wow. This guy's not so bad.
Not half bad.
That's literally just the Trump
I
playbook.
want. The thing is,
That's
As
what it is.
to defend myself, I watch Slime stream, and I'm constantly reminded you're permanently banned from this chat, and I still tune in.
That's
because
commitment.
I'm rooting for him in league. I want him
Yeah.
to succeed. I love. I was watching him
No.
earlier today.
You've been live
On my
tweeting to
second-
me how bad Ludwig's been doing.
We do talk. Ludwig, I fear has taken a bad approach to.
Yeah, I said
league.
that. Too.
Why don't you give him your thoughts? You said that you could coach him better than Pole Belter.
Then
And also,
well, I
Well,
said
Johnny
double lift.
Johnny can't even coach himself through a
That's
lead
true.
game.
No,
so
the thing
I do
is-
not
Johnny's an
co-sign
intern.
this
Johnny's
suggestion.
a straight up intern. He got the emerald.
If this
so
is-
he
if
should
this
be
is-
able to.
If
Well,
this
my
is
thing
how
is-
we connect with Ludwig, is Johnny coaching him in league, I think we should take a different approach. And you have the floor now. That's all I'm going to say.
I think you should teach him to kickflip.
Easily. I could
Wow.
easily. Because if we're talking
I
about
think he'd love that.
ranks, I'm like, kind of rank am I in
You're like
skateboarding?
at least silver.
I'm
If
probably
we're judging on the same scale as we're
I've seen
judging
your
our
part.
melee.
You're
skills.
above silver.
I'm platinum at least. And the great thing about me is I'm like true skill platinum, but I'm like regarded as challenger. And
You-
that's like the best thing ever. I don't even have
Yeah,
to jump
yeah.
off
Okay,
anything.
but it's the
You're
same
like-
thing as the Smash thing. Are we just not including 99% of people that skateboard? Are we only judging the top 1%?
I
there's
think-
a lot of people that are better.
This is
than me.
you're back on this match. I'm confused by this.
Don't
Because you
just-
either have a rank or you don't.
don't even listen to this guy. Don't even
Because,
listen.
Like, it's not like you go, well, you're not.
Okay,
like,
because
there's
because
silver
in
versus someone who
no,
doesn't
no, no.
play ranked.
In League of Legends, 60% of people play ranked, 40% of people are fucking noob, like total noobs. But in skateboarding, like there's no rank, right? So everybody should be judged like as if,
but I
if
mean
the entire thing was
Slippy.
ranked.
Slippy does have ranked.
But we don't know about the Slippy ranked. I don't know how about rank distribution. It's
Colin,
different
this
in
is
every
sounding
game.
a little cope-ish right
the-
now. I don't want us to be
I don't know what
coping.
Slippy Silver might be very good at melee though.
Uh-huh.
Somebody that's
Is Slippy Silver good?
Slippy Silver is
I think silver's decent.
Decent.
like how long
Okay.
would it take you to become a silver Slippy player if you're brand new to Smash? Like
That's so hard to answer.
like 2
I don't
years
know.
minimum, right?
Okay.
I think you do it a year for sure.
If Ludwig died, what would you do?
Back
if Ludwig died, what would I do?
Yeah, what would be
After
your
morning.
next
After
morning? You're
after-
like, I got to figure out
let's take control.
what's
of
the
this bit.
plan now.
I'd check on his family.
No.
No,
Don't-
this is after.
business
This-
wise.
They died
Business
too.
Only
wise.
business?
No, they
yeah,
died.
yeah. We're not
Business.
like
They're
yeah.
all dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd still check on. I'd check with his mom. Like, did I get
Okay,
anything?
Ludwig's
Was
not
there anything in the
listening to
wills
this, by the
for me?
way.
No, you're not hearing me. Like, did he leave me anything?
Oh, okay.
Is there any sort of sort of money?
Does he have a will?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
He
This is
better
the
have
first
a
thing I would
will.
do.
Holy
And,
shit.
you don't
how
will?
big is my name on it? Is what
don't?
I'm asking.
Yeah.
What would ours be? What would our what? Hold on.
Hang on.
We can get our Ludwig's
No.
opinion. Would you leave me and Colin anything?
I don't have any. I'm not Ludwig.
Who gets your car?
You have some
Who gets Master
Cardano.
Chief car?
Toyota gets Master
I-
Chief car if I die.
Who gets Monster?
What do I get if you die?
You
Depends on what you offer him.
you can
I
have.
I'm not dying. I
Yeah.
can't offer him anything.
you don't look
Sure,
like
you
a
don't
guy that's
shrink.
gonna die. You can have some of my clothes, my skateboarding clothes.
You could dress me.
I have hoodies.
I'll
If
feel cool forever.
you like hoodies, right?
I like old like World Industries t-shirts.
Okay, I don't have that. So I have new hipster brands.
Oh, okay.
Very low quality merchandise, but very hip.
Yeah.
But no, sorry.
I wear the polars.
I
want to
hear the rest of what you would do if Ludwig perished.
Okay. So business wise,
Mhm.
so the yard would be in a tough spot.
Mhm.
We'd probably end the show.
Really? You don't think you guys would
wouldn't
try
be
to ride it
hiring.
out?
We have a tier. We've talked about it internally. We have a tier list of who could leave and who couldn't.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Is this public knowledge?
No, I don't think so. I could say it. I don't care. It's
Okay,
more of a joke
please,
than
please do.
anything. Okay,
Andrew, clip this.
so I can't leave the podcast because
Of
I
course.
do everything.
Right.
yeah.
Really?
So
really?
not from like a comedy or like what I add to the show, from a functional managerial level, I cannot leave, or else no one would do anything.
Mhm.
So I can't leave.
So we actually have the head honcho of the yard
From a managerial perspective,
on our
Yeah.
show.
Head honcho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Wow.
here.
Good to know.
Ludwig can't leave
No.
because it's just
It's the Ludwig show.
he was the initial bump. He's
Yeah.
the whole reason the show had legs in the
course.
first place. So if Ludwig leaves, then how are we gonna market ourselves?
I don't think Slime could leave.
Slime can't leave because Slime's the host. People don't realize this.
Is
That
he the
means-
host?
Slime is the secret host of the yard.
You're telling me
Every time there's a lull or a silence,
He's the
he
guy.
Slime,
he revitalizes.
Slime is very talented.
He very quickly gets us back on course. He is the secret host of the show.
Okay.
Wow. Eamon can
And
go.
and now we get to Eamon.
But you
Aiden
guys,
will probably leave.
yeah.
But Eamon, it's been
okay,
talked
but this is
about that he
interesting
will
because
leave,
we
right?
actually we came here with a cash offer to buy Eamon.
Have him.
Yeah, like buy him.
You got
buy Eamon's-
limited time on that. He wants to move to Sweden.
So
Yeah.
that's that. We had a.
We were
clause in
thinking-
The
that-
clause was he couldn't go.
Yeah, the
can't
clause
leave.
is
we
that-
offer you guys Johnny plus $25,000 cash for Eamon, and he
and Eamon has a lifetime contract with us.
he can't go. He can't leave.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Do you guys take that deal?
Well, I can't take it on his behalf,
Mhm.
but I'll bring it to him.
No. Eamon is he's like an NBA player. Like if they say
He's
you're
like a
going to
dog
the
in a
Grizzlies,
kennel.
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Memphis.
We
It's
already
like,
know
it
for
doesn't
a fact
matter.
now that you're the GM.
Yes,
Yeah, double it and we're good.
50K
50K
Wow.
you have him.
easily. That
Yeah.
Toyota's going right back to
And
the
I'll send him
dealership.
I'll send him in a pretty little outfit for you guys too.
All right, perfect. Later, Johnny. We'll be keeping
We're getting
your room.
Catboy Aiden on our show. Perfect. Okay, I thought you'd be receptive to that.
Yeah.
So our other.
But actually, if Aiden left, it would be this. He is I like to call Aiden the social lubricant of all of us, where he can talk and be friends with anyone, whereas
Uh-huh.
we are all very much more judgmental
Okay.
of like, if I don't relate to a person, I don't really have interest in talking to them.
Mm.
Aiden like just wants to know everybody.
What did you relate
like a
with
Pokemon.
Pokimane?
Look, I'm gonna sound like a YouTube shill.
Mm-hmm.
I knew her before,
Yeah.
but I had never like talked to her that much.
Yeah.
She was very cool.
She
I was
seemed-
surprised at like she brought so much charisma.
Because I do have a note here.
We got lunch with her after. It was awesome. It was
And
really
my-
cool.
Was she promoting something?
My note says,
No.
"Is Pokimane the same off camera?"
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Like surprisingly. Like
Very
wow, you have so much charisma and energy all the time.
Okay, this would be a good time to introduce the lie detector segment of the show.
We brought in a lie detector.
Oh,
Yeah,
fire.
so maybe we need to, Johnny, would
Yeah.
you attach something to Nick for our lie
Yeah.
detection?
Something.
Yeah, attach something.
Something that can shock.
Yeah, let's see. What is that? Looks like
Something that's plugged in.
official cord. Maybe use one of the switch charger, perhaps.
He's not that impressed that we weren't prepared with the. Oh,
No, that's good. And then just
Yep. And I just sort
and
of
then you have a follow up.
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
And
this
then
is like the good one. This is like the good expensive light detector.
that's the real
hold it?
one.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to hold it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't touch anything. That would be cheating.
Yeah.
So let me ask you again: is Pokimane
can
this?
you give me a second? Can I rest my like heartbeat?
No.
It's already calibrated.
I've been watching like military training videos on how to like fake a lie
you
detector test.
need like a prick
Yeah, you
for
have to
your
squeeze your balls with your
yeah.
legs.
I got 3 right here. Oh, little bit of comedy.
Oh, like a
Wow.
penis?
Like prick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Got it.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
one.
less than our
Thanks,
balls.
brother.
Oh, he lied.
Oh my god.
He lied.
worked.
He lied.
You guys are my best
big.
friends.
It's
Wait,
much bigger than that.
Is it bigger or smaller?
Then what?
3.
Bigger. Let's
He's
go.
telling the
He's being
truth.
true.
He's telling
He's
the
being
truth.
true.
I
Okay.
wouldn't re-roll boyfriend size.
So we know it works. We know the.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. See,
Don't worry about that, Ron.
But there's an outlet.
he's trying to get out of the lie detector
Wait, to
test.
be clear, it was the cord. I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. Just make sure that's still plugged into you.
We spill. I've spilled entire bottles of tequila
I
on
feel
this rug.
I've ruined everything.
No. You're good. You're good. Now let me ask again.
To be clear, why is your hand on a soundboard? Do I have to plug this in?
They can't see what I'm touching.
Okay.
Is
No.
Pokimane
All right, cool. No,
the
I'm holding it.
same off camera?
Say it again. Sorry.
Is Pokimane the same off camera?
Yeah, she's the same off camera.
Is Pokemon the baddest in the game right now?
No comment.
It doesn't know how to register that.
okay.
Yeah, if you say no comment, it doesn't know what to do with that.
No, this guy's gonna start asking
Okay,
for
so
a fucking lawyer here.
he was telling the truth about Pokimane. That's interesting. Do you think that Pokimane is potentially running such a sophisticated scheme that she continues the act off camera, or do you genuinely
Like a
believe?
Dax Flame. Like, is he or is he not?
but dude, she's not.
Yes.
She's not even like active anymore, right? She's
She
like
is.
semi-retired.
I'd call her active. She's not streaming as much as she used to.
hmm
But
But you thought she was genuine.
we've had some people on the show
Mm-hmm.
where after I was like, that person was not what I expected them to be.
He's telling the truth.
And with her, I was like very impressed. I was like, wow.
Have you guys
That's
ever had
interesting.
3 guys on as one guest?
Yes, we have.
Fuck.
The worst episode we've ever had.
Oh.
All right, we'll have to do
has-
that
Wait,
after.
if
Hold on, I
we
have one of the
censor this,
questions.
wait. Can if we'll censor? I promise you, we'll censor it. Okay,
Because
so Nick
I
just
have a-
told us more secrets.
Yeah, more secrets, guys.
Equally as true as the first one.
You'll never believe
Has-
what he said about
This is a lie
Hassan Piker again.
Configure the lie detector.
Go.
Has
Okay.
Hungrybox ever tried to eat you?
Oh wow. Well, it's one thing to answer, but it's would I even? What about the times I don't know?
Oh.
He tried. Smash Summit. He's walking by.
He checks to see if the
He
door.
sees
You
the
don't know
Panda
if he thought
Express
about
being
it.
catered. He sees me. I think I haven't really
This
even answered.
happened.
It's crazy. I'm being honest already. Hungrybox has not tried to eat me,
Okay.
but I think he's.
He's lying.
Okay, Hungrybox tried to eat me once. Okay, he tried to eat me once.
Just one time.
He said, "I don't like Italian food."
That's good. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Dota players are insane.
really?
Yeah, a lot
Because
of
they're
them.
rich?
Are they rich?
No, not the ones who are at Summit events. Because we had NA Dota players. TI winners are not North American.
Okay.
Although I think the last TI was a North American team for the first time. But
Wow.
yeah, one time a kid, one of the kids on one of like the Brazilian Dota players was like refusing to shoot content with us. And the
Mhm.
way Summit would work was like we'd write all these like sketches and then plan all this stuff, and then when we get there, it would just be about corralling people who don't want to do content and like trying to get them camera ready within seconds and being like, I promise, just say what I wrote down and you'll be funny. What's going on? What are you looking for? And long story short, one of the kids kicking and screaming was like, I will not do this. Like, I don't want to record content. I would rather leave my team. And he was threatening leaving his whole org instead of doing the video, which was like so easy. It was like nothing. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Wow.
Summit was very thankless. It was a lot of like, we shot a lot of shit that no one ever watched.
Yeah.
When we had Pokemon on, I joked because one of the first things I ever did at Summit was this event called Gift the Rift, which was like it was at the original Summit house before we had a studio, and it was like this charity stream for League of Legends, the only League of Legends thing we ever did, and Pokemon was there, and it was like the most for back then. Like Ludwig's like barely a streamer at the time. I was just like,
the
holy
least
fuck,
viewed
like
Pokemon
Pokemon's here.
video.
She's like the most famous person like ever. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I joked it was we made the least viewed Pokemon video of all time at that event. It's like a
500 view.
500 view YouTube video with her in it. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because we are going to make the least viewed ever Nick video.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't think it's possible.
You've got lower than 2,000?
Melee VODs?
Oh, well, that doesn't count. That's not.
So
How about your
podcast?
skateboarding VODs?
Yeah, easily podcast.
You got any
dude,
skateboard clips?
I have a lot of tape of
Mhm.
skateboarding. I don't have any like mini DV tapes.
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
yes.
But I don't have
That's
any
dope.
like. I stopped skateboarding once I got hurt, which was like middle school. So
Yeah.
I picked it back up like recently. But
Oh, you're into it again.
I've been going to skate parks recently. Yeah,
What skate park are you going to?
I told you like where I go.
Was I really
Where-
drunk?
Yeah, I should get back into skating.
You
I'm
might have
trying
been
to
drunk.
break
Okay,
my-
where do you go? Remind me.
Give it a censor, but
Oh, yes, yeah. Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing a nollie part. I'm a nollie guy.
okay, I can't nollie. I
I
never
can-
learned it.
I can nollie better than I can
We
ollie.
were having this conversation. Some people just have genetic predisposals to certain tricks.
Yeah.
Johnny is just an incredible nollier, arguably better nollier than I am. He just has the nollie gene.
That's badass.
I'm
yeah.
just a
So we're gonna
nollier.
film. You were saying
I want my goal. Is it a 5-stair over here?
there's a 5-star
That's
over there.
my
yeah.
goal.
You're not gonna nollie down a
Okay,
fucking
Colin, you
5-stair.
say that now.
I believe in you.
I'm willing to destroy my body.
I
to
think you can do
this.
it.
The thing is,
I've
with
never done it.
with skateboarding,
You will though.
Have you
It's-
done a curve? Have you nollied down a curve
Yes.
before?
it's all well. It's good that you bring that up because skateboarding's all about tricking the mind because it's like, does Johnny have the physical capability to nollie a 5-stair? Of course.
Fear is the hardest part of most tricks.
He has the athletic. So we need to find him a curb and then a 2-stair and then a 3-stair and then a 4-stair. And then,
It's gonna be a whole
over
story.
time, we're going to take him,
Okay.
and by the end of it,
I like the process.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in tomorrow it happening.
There was
a blood stain of mine at Brea Skate Park
That's
for like
badass.
4 years.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, so your injury.
After my accident there, that was
Your
just no one
accident.
ever cleaned it up. I dropped in for the first time at Brea Skate Park, and just my teeth are fake now.
wow,
Oh, shit.
you
Bullshit.
face planted.
I face planted like completely.
Wow.
I was wearing these like extremely worn down slip on Vans,
Oh my God.
and I just went like right off the grip tape, just like didn't stick at all. Swan
Yeah.
dove. It was so bad.
Holy
My
shit.
tooth, so this tooth went through here,
Oh my God.
and my whole thing split open.
Jesus.
So I had to get the whole thing stitched, and it
Dude,
was awful.
I've had dental stuff myself. Anything dental, not to put a
worst.
damper on the show, but it is traumatic.
It's
Yeah.
dude, I was like, I don't like skateboarding enough.
No,
for this.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
when I realized.
Well,
it.
I think we talked about this, but I was like, a lot of what determines whether people become like skateboarders
Yeah.
as adults is like whether or not you have like a traumatic injury when you're a child.
I'll tell you what mine was. It was rolling in.
Oh,
dude,
no, dude.
I got caught. I used to just roll into every fucking corner
Yeah.
pipe that I saw. It was
Yeah.
like my favorite
Colin was
thing
pretty
to do.
good.
Yeah, I was like,
That
all
was
right.
pretty good.
I got hung up on and just like straight to the fucking dome. I remember I like blacked out for a second.
Yeah.
And this thing was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
that shit's
fucking
scary.
Beginning
Yeah.
of Halo 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And then did you stop after that or you just like it kind of changed
You know what
things?
happened with me is I just like when I think it was probably because my parents got divorced or something, but I just like lost interest in everything after like a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was gonna say with Colin's melee skill, I think really the Colin that you're gonna get is depending on how depressed he is that day.
I see.
So it's like you could get 4 decent games out of Colin. You could get 15 if
And
he's
you
in a
should
good
see
mood.
how depressed I am with my career right now. Oh my god.
You should see my wife.
Yeah. No, it's like
My
that.
current goal, the reason I picked it back up was I was always a very lame skateboarder.
Uh-huh. What do you mean by that?
Like when I skateboarded when I was a kid. You can only be so lame when you're a kid skateboarding. but-
learning.
But I would like pull out a primo trick in skate to win a round.
Yeah.
Like
Instead of my neighbor
That's
Nick
fine.
did
Like,
a primo 5 times to defeat me. And I was saying this is bullshit, and everybody was rooting for him because I was better than him.
and I think that's really funny.
The underdog.
and you're like still mad
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
and then I remember like the first time I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 11 or 12. I did like a Smith stall. I was like trying to do it for like 3 hours. My friend was like, I didn't see it. I was like,
Get fucked, no pick, no
dude,
proof.
I was like,
Yeah.
that was fucking awesome. Like for some reason, I thought Smiths were just like it was like
The Smith
barely
was-
better than an axle stall.
The
Yeah.
Smith as like a teen, a preteen, is kind of one of the cooler looking things. you
Well,
can
dude,
do.
any like marginal improvement that you can make
Yeah.
when you're skating is like incredible. And that's about like learning skateboarding is very fun because like those things are actually within reach. When you get to a certain level, it's like, dude, like I have to learn how to like back over crook for like to like learn a new rail trick. Like that's not fun.
Yeah.
Smith stalling on a ramp is fucking fun.
And feeble stalling on a ramp means you suck. It means you can't even axle stall.
Well, you can, yeah,
I
I mean,
had
it
a friend
depends.
that was a
It depends.
feeble staller. He'd pull the I'm gonna feeble. That's my trick and skate.
My
You
other
can't even
my
axle
other
stall,
Achilles
dude.
heel was I learned I had a scooter before I had a skateboard, a razor
Mhm,
scooter,
mhm.
and
Many such cases.
so I learned to push Mongo. So I
Oh,
pushed
yes,
Mongo,
yes.
Ruh-roh.
and then
Well, actually, just
one of my
befo-
goals as an adult now.
the scooter does not actually exonerate you from the Mongo thing.
No, not at all.
No,
But that's
yeah,
why
'cause-
I started pushing Mongo because it was just
No, but
right foot on.
that's what I'm saying though is that
No, the
scooter
problem is
you don't
didn't
push
have you
Mongo on
didn't
a
have
scooter
guidance.
either. It's not like except it does. Scooterers don't push Mongo.
You do if you are goofy on a scooter, and
I don't-
regular on a skateboard.
I don't think that any scooterers that scooter
Because there's no
push
popping
Mongo.
foot. You're just jumping either direction with equal force.
Right, but when you like there are downsides to pushing Mongo technically, like either on a skateboard or on a scooter. So I can see why
Oh,
you
there is on a scooter.
Yeah, I could see why you would
Basically, what I'm saying is I learned to push with a foot
mhm.
on a scooter.
Yes.
That once I got to a skateboard, I was like, that's not the foot
I'm just saying
I
it's,
want to be
it's
popping the board.
Also
Joe
illegal.
was Mongo.
yeah, it's also illegal on a
Mongo.
scooter.
Joe was
Many
Mongo.
people are Mongo, yes.
So I've been unlearning Mongo.
Joe
So I've
Oh,
been-
was like
that's what you're working
So
on.
I've been skating without pushing Mongo
Oh my god.
for the past year.
Okay, and how are you liking that? Is it hard?
It's so fucking hard. It's like throwing a baseball with your left hand. It's like
Wow.
I
Yeah.
can get so much power pushing Mongo, and when I'm pushing normally now, I'm like so weak.
That's great. Are there any? What's the highest skill Mongo pusher?
There are no high skill Mongo
Andy
pushers.
Anderson.
He doesn't
Wow.
push Mongo.
No, it's true.
He doesn't.
I can't remember his
he
name.
wears a
There's that
helmet
one
that's
dude.
kind of the same thing.
Fuck, I can't give enough.
It's
info
that
out.
big of a disadvantage,
Well,
or is it that just
there's
like
there's
If
people
you're good at skateboarding, you wouldn't do it.
there's people that push switch Mongo when you're skating switch, but it's kind of like a style thing to push switch Mongo. Like you really got to have the sauce to make a switch Mongo push look good. So, but the reason you don't want to push Mongo, because Johnny was kind of asking, is because if you have your like if you think about the way that a car drives,
I understand the center of gravity thing when you're pushing.
Well, it's just an extra step. You have to shift your foot before you do anything, right?
That's very true. But also like I was saying,
Your back foot's on like the pivot point.
your front foot should be like, if you think about it, a car turns with its front wheels, right?
Yeah.
So if you're pushing and you have your front foot over the front truck, then while you're pushing, you can like control so you just have more overall control. And like what you said as well, is if it removes a step as well, because you push with your front foot and then you push with your back foot, and your back foot can just go onto the tail, and it's like an immediate.
It was a very awkward moment before you get into position in a Mongo trick
it
where
adds-
you're like
yeah.
you're like standing on it like a diving board.
Right, right. Yeah, it adds an extra step. So
Yeah.
I did used to push Mongo, and then I started doing like, I also had like a Mongo throwdown as well. So I started.
That's one of the hardest things to relearn is I have to throw down with the other hand.
Yes, that's the real doozy. Is I was pretty good
Because you think about when you're running with the board, if you push
Okay.
Mongo, it's the same
Yeah.
side.
You're regular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if you're regular, you
Yes,
throw
that makes
down
sense.
with your right hand because that's what makes sense. You're right hand dominant. But if you're regular, you throw down with your right hand. You're doing a Mongo throwdown because it's
Yeah.
on the wrong side.
Very awkward feeling.
So you have to learn how to throw down with your left hand.
That's been so
That's
hard.
okay.
My throwdown's decent now though.
I had it.
Nice.
I used to skimboard.
Okay.
And skimboarding it's a Mongo throwdown because you're holding the board from the back
Oh sure.
and dropping, and you're stepping with your right foot on first.
Yeah.
If you're
you throw it in front of you.
You throw it in
You
front
throw
of
down
you.
your skateboard behind your body.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was getting confused on that.
Mm-hmm.
We had a skimboard in my house growing up. I don't know whose it was. I never used it.
I bought
Yeah.
one at Ron John when they were closing.
Dude, at the block.
I didn't have like a wooden. They're like fiberglass. They're like small surfboards.
Dude, the block is a vibe that I have not found anywhere else.
The outdoor?
The
Nobody
block is
shopping.
the only place like that.
Nobody shopping, everybody walking.
Well, it's like
so much concrete.
It's funny that it's like a mid-tier or it's like mid to low tier outdoor mall, and like almost every outdoor mall that's still around is like fucking nice, like South Coast Plaza.
Yeah.
South Coast is indoor.
Fashion Island is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Fashion Island's like nice as fuck. All the outdoor malls I've been to are like incredible, but yeah, the block is just like this brutalist structure.
It's crazy.
We've been going back there
For Vans, or-
roadcasters and
There's a guitar center there.
There's a guitar
right.
center.
Yeah.
Shittiest guitar center.
Yeah.
It
Well, they're
has
all
been
shitty.
There's a
actually.
Dave & Buster's there.
There's
There
a
is,
Dave
yeah.
and
The
Buster's.
shittiest.
Yeah,
Everything
Johnny
there is
Rockets.
the shittiest.
Yeah.
Nordstrom
Starbucks.
Rack's biggest scam on earth.
Nordstrom
crazy.
Rack. It's not cheap. Is that what you're saying?
It's just
junk.
they're
It's
worse
not
quality
Nordstrom's
stuff.
overflow
It's cheaper, but it's
shits.
worse quality stuff also.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is
Yeah.
why it exists.
Yeah.
No, but
No,
originally
it's
the concept
advertised-
of a what, like a rack,
rack?
Nordstrom rack
Mm-hmm.
is a
Last
overflow.
season stuff or like
But then they just started being like, oh, people are stupid. We can just make $1
Oh, so
worse,
bullshit.
worse
Okay.
quality.
So
stuff.
low quality. It's not
basically
Armani
a fucking-
anymore.
No.
Yeah,
It's
like
not
a Macy's in
orange
there.
Armani. It's just cheap.
They
You
just
guys-
have like an aisle of just junk,
Mm.
like Pier 1 imports, like style.
I used to do a lot of shopping. I don't know. Maybe you might relate to this as a skateboarder, but I used to do all kinds of shopping for shoes at Nordstrom Rack and stuff because my mom would refuse to pay, which is crazy to me now as being an adult with my own money. But like my mom would refuse to buy me retail price shoes, so I would go to Nordstrom Rack or like Zumiez sales section, whatever. I'd only get the sales shoes. So
I was so thrifty as a kid too. I was on Craigslist.
I was against my will.
I was
thrifty.
like bargaining with people when I was like 13 and like meeting up with them on a bus. I have this memory of like I like would go to this shitty video game store at Main Place Mall, barter with them. I had these guys like selling me Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, like, and I was getting it for lower than asking price.
Do
And
you
I was
ever
like
go to
13.
Main Place Mall?
Where's Main Place Mall?
It's Santa Ana.
We'll take you
It's
right
the one
after
with the
we
rocket outside
after we
of it,
cut the
right by the
cameras. We're going
I've
to
probably
Main
been there.
Place.
I don't remember
Discovery
going,
Science
but
Center. That's the mall that like we grew up.
by
going to.
Discovery Science Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
Worst movie theater
It's-
in the
it's like a
entire
dead-
world.
It's crazy going in there because growing up, like in the 90s, early 2000s,
Mhm.
malls were still a thing, back then.
Yeah.
And you go in there now, and it's like it didn't even change. Like it's the exact same. This mall, it's crazy.
They got rid of the fountain.
They got rid of the fountain. But
Nobody-
yeah, the block was another one. I remember. Yeah, I have a lot of memory because we went to Vans there
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah, I've
You been
not,
to
like-
Vans Indoor?
I've been there. I've never
Okay.
skated there.
Oh,
but I've, like,
you
been
just
there and,
went
like, watched.
Boom, boom.
From the
You went to the Boom-
spectators'
Yeah.
balcony.
You go to
Well, I would
Boom-
I've never gone to the block to go to Vans, but I'd
Mhm.
go to the block to like
Yeah.
hang out in like middle school and
Right.
high school and probably
Yeah.
middle school,
Yeah.
and then be like, oh, let's go watch skateboarders.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'd buy all my shoes from Active Ride in Brea. I think I bought like every pair of shoes I had.
Oh,
we
okay.
have an active guy,
Yeah,
we
I
have a
fucked
g-
with the Active.
dude.
Well,
wha-
Active's done.
the active Instagram.
Somebody
follows
gave
us,
an
or they're dead now.
somebody gave the keys
problem-
to the active account.
The
to some
problem
guy
is
watched
that
their
like if
podcast.
Active Ride Shop followed you 15 years ago, that
Yeah,
would
that'd
be
be
like insane.
But now it's just some kid, and he sent us a bunch of socks and stuff.
And then
Yeah, I
drop
got
off
a
them
pair
and
of
stuff.
Not good socks.
Etnies signed by P-Rod at that.
Etnies signed by
Wow.
P-Rod?
Do you still
and I
have
was like,
them?
and then I was like, these are gonna be worth something.
You see,
one
do you see those?
Well,
you see those
those have
Tony
aged
Hawk
like
skateboards
milk.
over there?
Well, the
Those are
problem.
both signed Tony Hawk skateboards.
Okay.
Oh my God!
No
There is no fucking
freaking way.
way.
That's our guy.
Andrew's
Dude,
here.
Andrew, you've got to click the,
Wow.
You've got to reset the camera in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
All right,
Andrew,
Oh my
welcome,
God.
Andrew.
We
Bad
Andrew,
news
welcome.
and good news. So
No
we-
idea.
No one knows.
We bought Eamon from the yard,
Yeah, we have a
$50,000,
trade going
50,000.
through.
and we were sending Johnny.
I'm gone.
Fuck, what was I
You
gonna?
guys can still use my room.
Yeah.
Ah.
You're gonna trade me.
That's next. Nick's got a solution for all
Well,
of our
it turns out
I'll meet you more formally after. What's up? Nice to meet
Nick
you.
is kind of their Andrew a little bit. You have a guy called Bolt, right?
Zipper.
Zipper, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't
Yeah.
call him that though.
Bolt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something like. I was thinking like
Only
bolt
knowing like
screws,
skateboard
bolts.
words.
No.
His name is like what? Wheel.
What? No. I was just
Tape, I think is his name.
thinking of like parts of stuff.
Skateboards
you
for
got,
my.
like,
Oh,
39
I remember what I was
seconds.
gonna say. The reason your Etnies P-Rods aren't P-Rod never rode for Etnies.
No, he was just there doing a signing.
Yeah.
and that's what I was wearing.
But that's like a.
I didn't like go like,
that's
I'm excited to.
No, but I'm
You
saying
can't
that's
say
like
no to-
that's a faux
Maybe-
pas to like
Sure,
because
sure.
it's like if you're at like a Real Madrid game
Yeah, yeah.
and you have like a fucking like LA
Yeah, it's
Galaxy
like, Ronaldo,
jersey.
like, sign
like
this.
Ronaldo signed my
Yeah,
Galaxy
yeah.
jersey and he's like I don't
Oh look,
okay.
when I didn't know I was 11.
Yeah, no, I get it. I had one time I was at a flip, flip skateboards. There was a flip skateboard signing, and Curran Caples and Louis Lopez were there, and I pulled out a T-shirt, and they like that's the one thing you never want to do. Anybody, if you ever go to a signing, do not ask people to sign a T-shirt.
Oh, it's just the word. It's like signing a dog.
Exactly, the most annoying thing you could possibly
Yeah.
sign. And like these kids were like 11 years old, and they were like visibly pissed they had to sign a T-shirt that I brought. Pretty funny. And I didn't even want them to sign the T-shirt.
Yeah.
You just get in line, and you're like, "Well, I'm here to get a signature, I guess." And then you just do it. But
Oh, you want to hear my skateboard hero story? I had a
Yes.
hero story this year. So when I was younger,
is
so
that your
I
air
had like
conditioner?
The heater.
should be fine. These are pretty
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay, sorry.
You just
Um,
fucked it up way more.
So
than
when I was younger skating, I
Apologies.
had like a regular board, and then I had a zip singer. You know the crooked zip
Yeah,
singer.
the zip singer.
So like the OG. What's up?
I'm
me help you.
talking to Johnny, but you had a zip singer.
You guys only have one camera. I just
Tequila.
wanna- Oh, you're trying to. Okay. I see.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought we would be a
So
little.
confused.
Yeah.
You had
He's
a
just
zip-
like
Yeah.
a zip zinger.
I had a zip singer, and I left it on my front doorstep, and someone stole it.
Fucking
And I was
hell.
Fucking
so
bastards.
crushed. It was like my favorite board. It was like I liked it more than because everyone at school had penny boards, and I was
Yes.
like, those are lame.
They are lame. Zip. You are correct.
Same
Zip zinger is much cooler.
Much cooler.
On the
Much cooler.
When zip zingers were a thing, I lived on the Newport Peninsula.
Okay.
And everybody who was anybody
Yeah.
on the Newport Peninsula rode
And at the
zip
time,
zingers.
they were popular. It's
The
like I had
very-
the black and white checkerboard.
Yep.
With it was like the clear grip tape,
Yep.
and I was like, whoa, this thing's cool. Got stolen. I was heartbroken.
They're still kind of cool. I'd say zip
Are they?
singers are
They're-
still kind
I
of
didn't
cool.
even know they were a thing.
I spent
Yeah.
the next probably not right after that, but I spent the next like once I like end of high school, early college trying to find one. Because they remade zip singers,
Mhm.
but they
Yep.
changed the design,
Yep.
and it's like a new logo and everything. And I was like, these suck. Like they look like shit, and I
Yeah.
want the one I had.
Yeah.
I looked for like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and finally one popped up on Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
Basically unskated. Like the person who had it just like
Wow.
barely used it,
Yeah.
and I bought it. And I'm now the proud owner of it.
And you like
That's
it
dope.
still.
I love
And you
it.
brought
Okay,
it.
great.
Yeah, that's
that's
dope.
good.
I
That's
still
relief.
skate it.
I was afraid that your story was gonna go like I bought
Tragic.
the zip zinger and then like it wasn't how I remembered.
No, because I live in a very flat area, so
Yeah.
you can skate everywhere. Like when we do Patreon shows at Anthony's house, I'll just skate there. It's like a 30-minute
Nice.
skate. And
Wow, you skate for 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
Wow.
flat. It's like flat.
Wow.
But that's
You know
that's
what?
And it's like
impressive.
the easiest
I
way to
wrote this
learn to
down.
push.
But I don't
not
like
longer.
I don't like push I don't like distance.
How do you
skating.
feel
On
about
a zip
these?
singer, it's fine. I feel like I wouldn't do it on like a normal board.
Right,
It's
of
just
course,
Like you
of
hit
course.
gravel and you're like, fuck this.
George Poulos is one of his guy friends, adult guy friends, rode across America. Have you seen this?
Hate these
oh,
guys. They're
um,
riding or skating.
No.
across
But there's
America.
another.
You'd have to, like,
The
switch-
J Films
pushing
is
legs.
doing
Jay
it right
Films.
now.
So there's
yeah.
this new guy, Jay
He
Films,
copied
that's
him.
doing it.
Yeah.
You copied
And
a guy
meanwhile,
that-
the other guy that did it is on his promo release tour of like how I skateboarded across America.
Yeah.
And I think it's so fucked up that this J Films
It
guy
is fucked up.
just stepped on his fucking thing.
Well,
and is
he's totally
daily-
biting. He's
Yeah.
biting his whole fucking thing.
That is so fucked.
Yeah, it's way too specific of a thing to be like, I skated across America. And it wasn't even long ago, by the way. It was last year. And a guy for like, I don't know, like 8 months later, be like, yeah, I'm going to do the same exact thing. And it's like, that's crazy.
1 week
Have
after
you seen this?
1
Is
week
this
after
in your-
doing a podcast
Are you getting this in your
from a backyard. These guys are biting.
Yeah.
Well, that was the point of ours.
Well, yeah, of course.
Did you see our yard set? It's
we-
still in the
we
front
were
yard.
Oh no, I
Spoofing.
haven't seen it.
We were
Um,
spoofing.
Yeah, it's different.
You guys are doing D&D.
We are.
That's so exciting. I can't wait to watch
Johnny
that.
loves
I worked on that
D&D.
all day today.
I'm
Really?
I'm a D&D guy.
You are.
Yeah, I ran one for
Wow,
us.
and
I
he's
think,
yours
honestly,
now.
I
we got Eamon.
ran one for us
How'd it go?
2 years ago.
How'd it go?
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It
Our
was
fans
great.
Love it. They
Yeah.
want another one. I just haven't.
I
done-
think,
we haven't done it yet.
The first couple episodes aren't very good.
Who's your DM?
I can't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But
Who's his BM?
DM.
Dungeon
Master.
My baby master.
I can't.
After
I'm
that-
not at liberty to
after those
disclose
couple
my
first couple, it gets
BM.
pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah, it heats up.
Is it like a traditional D&D setting, like a
Yeah.
fantasy setting?
It's like how much will I say? Because people, dude, whenever I say anything about D&D, people find it in a fucking YouTube video shit
Yeah.
that goes online.
Yes.
It's like,
D&D people are freaking. I
it's
mean,
crazy.
that's all D&D stuff. All those
shit.
books. I'm a D&D guy. I
yeah,
do Pathfinder.
I'll say
I
it's
do
like
it all.
it's like high fantasy.
Nice.
It's not some like compromised
I ran
like
out of notes.
we're robots out of high school. It's like
Yeah.
it's like high fantasy.
yes, perfect.
Wait, robots at a high school sounds kind of like a cool
wait,
movie
wait.
Logan Paul would make.
When you say robots at a high school, you're not like a student, are you?
I'm saying that's an example of what we're not doing.
But I'm
But
just
you're
saying,
saying
in
not
my
doing.
example,
like a robot already knows everything.
I-
So a robot wouldn't have to go
no,
to high school.
it'd be like a high school where there's humans, but
Okay.
all of like the lockers are robots and they don't know.
The lockers are robots?
Like water fountains.
Maybe
teachers.
the teachers are robots.
Well, that too.
It's
Dude. It's D&D. Use your imagination.
yeah.
I am.
roll the
That's
fucking
why
dice.
I'm
My-
participating in
restricted to the
this
kids.
discrimination.
For
Actually,
these guys, I did like it was like a mix. I did a one shot for us,
Yeah.
and I had these guys, and I mixed it with all of our like current things.
Yeah.
I got Billy Boyd. Do you know who Billy Boyd
I don't
is?
watch D&D.
No, it's not a D&D guy. It's Lord of the fucking Rings.
Oh,
Billy
I
Boyd.
am really not a high fantasy film
Oh
guy.
my god.
I give
got Billy
zero
Boyd
fucks
cameo.
about.
Oh my god!
oh, there he is,
I got a
Andrew.
Billy Boyd
I-
cameo.
Pleased to have you back.
Don't say I got Billy
No,
Boyd.
yeah.
Billy
Billy Boyd
Boyd is
cameo.
still only 56.
He looks great.
Wow.
Yeah, he is a good looking.
If I looked like that at that
56.
age, I'd be so happy.
Oh my god!
I will probably look like that tomorrow morning.
Good watch though.
Wake up and look at myself all close in the mirror.
But
we
I-
send him to Turkey. He goes down 10 years.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
God.
Wait, hang on.
I can
Before
show
we-
you D&D stuff after though. I have a bunch of stuff.
Can we,
Awesome.
Andrew? You brought us a box. I think that this might be a good time
Custom ink. I wonder what's in the box.
for a box reveal.
Oh.
This looks awesome.
Oh, my freaking
OMG.
gosh. Dude, this is so awesome.
Okay.
The XL's for
I'm
Colin,
not,
right?
Not for me,
I'm not
right?
totally offended.
No, it's for.
Nice, dude.
Cool, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
you can
One's
throw this
extra
in
large.
the fire.
This,
after.
Wow,
yes,
this is
yeah,
fun.
You can throw this in the
You
fire.
guys have a very similar swag to Pod About List. Do you
What is
understand?
I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what
yeah,
that
I know
is.
them.
Caleb
That's
Pitt's
Patrick.
podcast?
His
Patrick-
thing.
oh,
yeah,
yeah, Patrick Doran.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
I'm friends with him on Instagram.
They're the best.
One of our most talented.
They have a baby on their key art too.
really?
It's like a
Wow.
baby and its head is like a light socket.
We had a well,
This
we
is an unreleased
yeah, we
graphic,
had yeah.
actually.
This is unreleased.
I will wear this.
We have this guy Toast.
He's our most talented
You have
guy.
this guy's toast?
This
No,
his,
no.
His name is
Let's
Toast.
go, little YouTube
I
comments.
just gave Toast props for a joke that he made in the last
Dude,
thing I
he's-
uploaded today.
Toast is our best guy.
These are
Toast
fire.
is better than us.
I like these.
Yeah.
Toast is better
In fact,
than
I'm wearing
us.
a long sleeve with a short sleeve on top, so I can even put this on my body right now.
Wow.
I'll put it on for karaoke.
This is in lieu of our.
We should
our UGG
one.
puffers.
Well, we were talking about this the other night, but I was like a lifelong karaoke hater.
That's crazy.
hated
like
karaoke,
private room or bar.
private room, everything karaoke,
Okay.
peer pressure, get in front of everybody, sing a stupid
Sure.
song.
Yeah.
But then we started doing it in this room. And I just think that karaoke is actually the greatest thing ever. It's just
My
the
God.
that's a great shirt.
You look cool as hell.
I get it, Andrew. Good job. Good job. You
Well, good
sized
job,
this and
Toast.
everything, right?
Good job to Toast,
Good
too.
job, Toast. Good job,
Andrew and Toast, great job.
On Custom Ink, they sent me an email that was like, "We can't process your order; it's too blurry." And I was like, "Did you look at the picture?" And then the next day
Pixelated.
they were like, "Oh, sorry."
That's funny.
Let's go,
They
dude.
thought it was like completely out of
You'll meet
focus.
Toast.
Yeah.
Toast will be in the chat tonight. They're all talking about this big karaoke event we're having tonight
Wow.
on our Discord.
Wow.
I didn't realize I was doing
I
karaoke
love
You
this
don't
shirt.
have to do karaoke.
So if you want to, like, we can help you brainstorm what you're going to perform
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Because I've been
don't
thinking
have
for weeks. You can also, so what we'll also do is we'll do like background vocals too. We'll turn down the other
Right.
mics,
Smoke machine.
and if you want, you can kind of just like sing along in the back.
yeah. And we'll get like Gold Digger going.
Is that
and
your song?
And I'll do it uncensored.
Is that your? Oh,
It'll
he's
be-
doing uncensored gold
Wow.
digger. You heard it here, folks.
Yep. Amazing.
Everybody
amazing.
by now will have already heard our karaoke.
What's
stream.
Andrew? What's our timer on the?
He reset it.
He
when he walked
reset
in.
No,
when
I
he
mean
got
on
in
the
here.
computer on the OBS. Okay, so this is a good time to, if you guys have any notes for Nick, we have any burning questions.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
What's the maddest you've ever been at each of the guys on the yard?
Wow, what a question.
We all yelled at each other just the other day.
We
Yeah.
we had a huge fight.
We had a
but you
massive fight.
you think on
The
on this
maddest
question.
I've been at each person.
Yeah.
Has there been like a big, not necessarily, you don't have to like
And
rank
did you
how
guys
angry you
did
were.
you guys have like an on camera blow up?
Yeah, have you guys ever had a
Like
real
where your
argument?
own fans were like,
Yeah.
guys, please stop.
No, not like that. I mean, if we
That's
have
what
like
happened
if
to
we
us.
have like an argument that gets too real on the podcast, we'll like cut it out.
Mm.
But
But
that's
that does happen though.
like once or twice, not
Yeah.
many,
Okay.
many times.
And who's usually
They usually
the
happen
problem?
after. They usually like we'll start something, we'll realize it's going to a place that's not funny.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll kill it, we'll finish the show, and then we'll like argue after.
Ah, I see. So you guys pretend?
He's just doing like wave moonwalk, like full down air like
Dude,
combos.
It
on
felt
people.
like being like Eminem in 8 Mile and like walking into like, the under, like in the fucking subway underground, like some rap scene, and just be like, holy, I'm so out of my depth right now. I remember specifically in their apartment, their flat screen they played on, there were like Sharpie marks all over the TV. And we went in there and we didn't even play them.
Yeah, we didn't even end
We
up
went
playing.
into
It was
That's so
I
good.
didn't even
scary.
drive at this point. I went with Colin in his old Mercedes that he
Yeah.
had, and we went in there and we were just like, holy fucking shit, these guys are good.
Yeah.
And then we brought them all to Joe's house.
We brought
like a
one of
week
them to my
later.
house, right?
And we ended up having like 4 of them over at Joe's
Really?
house. We ended up having a DSF. The
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. Die
Cheek
Superfly.
Light- That guy,
Yeah,
that guy
yeah.
came to Joe's house
Yeah.
like
That's crazy.
probably in
yeah.
like 2006
What
or
was the- what-
14.
Was that the Lucario player?
No. That's
Who
I
was
Punch
that?
Kids.
I Punch
DS
Kids. You
IPK?
remember?
Yeah, he would go to the balcony.
We had IPK at my house too.
Yeah,
That's really funny. Yeah, you guys played a while ago then.
Yeah, we
Chaos
did.
Was
Yeah.
like the leader of that crew. He was a Mewtwo main. I'm
Yeah.
still friends with him on Instagram.
These are all PM heads.
Yeah, yeah. You know Hugo? What is his name? Chaos? Yeah.
No,
the
I don't
Mewtwo
know.
player?
I
Okay.
didn't play any PM.
He was this Mewtwo player.
So
he was
fucking
he was
good. They
so
were
good
Did
at
you guys
so-
ever go to the balcony? It's so close.
No.
We
I
went-
didn't,
I went
no.
one time. I walked in and I was like,
It's like, dude, they would hang Burger King chicken fry boxes on the wall as decoration. They were all over the house.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So
It was-
That's what I did not like about
it was
Smash.
the I appreciate it because it's gone now. and
So
it's like,
Yeah, now that
it's a
it's
vibe
gone-
that is truly gone.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
actually gone.
yeah.
The weirdos you meet playing Melee, they still exist if you go to like weird Midwestern like cities and like just like meet random people playing. Like I've met the most insane Melee players like playing in like Montana.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the crazy Crackden local. Like I went to a
There's
local in
like
the
9 people living in a house for like $100.
there was a
month.
Melee local called Tuck House, which was in like the murder capital of Washington.
Nice.
And it was
nice,
just like
nice.
at the end of a
Was it
road with no
Spokane?
lights.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was like one of the scariest places I've
Dude,
ever been.
do you remember? We have a couple of quotes from the guys we used to play with, but like one of the most incredible quotes is there was this guy named John who played Kirby and in PM, and he was like they were all really serious about it. and
They were
John,
cousins, him and Chaos.
yeah, John would play Chaos or Hugo. They would, and Colin and I saw these guys play Kirby versus Mewtwo like so many times, and there was this iconic moment. I don't even know why we remember it so much, but that's another good fucking quote. But like, I don't know. Hugo did something with Mewtwo where he like upbeat and teleported across the screen, then grabbed him, and then like John went like, "What the fuck?" And then Hugo, he goes, "Did I confuse you, John?"
No, he used confusion. He kept on abusing.
No, he said like he like
down
did like an
B.
upbeat, and then he like literally confused John, and John went like, "What the fuck?" And he said, "Did I confuse you?" Like it was a fucking anime.
It was like a
Badass.
pre-written like
Dude.
anime quote.
They were so good.
They
at
were amazing.
Using the broken PM
They were
characters.
amazing.
It was
Yeah.
And then the
mind-blowing.
other one that what's the dude who had the long hair then shaved his head? What was his name? Who played Mario?
Oh yeah, we meet this guy, and it was the guy whose house it was with the
Yeah.
flat screen TV. And the first thing, like when we first meet him, we're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he goes, "I gotta show you." And he like shows us his phone, and it's a picture of him with long hair, like in a
Dude,
selfie.
like this far down his body,
Wow.
like disgustingly. He had a fucking flip phone, and you could see in the photo of the flip phone how gross his hair was. Yeah, and he was like, "I miss my long hair." And it was so
the
nasty
first thing
looking.
he
Yeah.
showed us,
Yeah.
he's like, "I miss
Yeah,
it."
He just had to show us.
And then,
players
when
are
we
like
brought him over, he goes, "Do you guys have gyps?"
Yeah,
And we
he's like, "Do you
we
guys
go,
have-"
no?" And he goes, "Never hurts to ask."
But dude, such a Johnny said that thing that he used to say like, and we quote all the time as he'd be like, "Yo, I was playing Pikachu over the weekend, and I was giving the homies trouble."
Oh, yeah, I was
he would
giving
say,
them
"I'm
trouble."
giving people trouble, dude."
Oh yeah, I know. And then
I'm
there was
giving them
drama
trouble.
Giving you
because
trouble.
he picked up Mewtwo, and Mewtwo was like the
Oh, yeah.
leader's character.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, he's not happy. I've been giving people trouble with my Mewtwo, and the homie's not happy."
Dude, giving people trouble.
Have you guys
So
seen the DJ Z made Melee mod? Are you guys privy to that? We should watch
no.
that later.
good. DJ Z?
Yeah.
DJ Z made he went on to be a dude under a new name, Nuka Zeus, who
Nuka Zeus.
famously
It sounds
started.
like Kalamazoo.
So he was a melee guy, but like not anyone that like he was like way before my time, and he was like a white gangsta
Mhm.
like melee guy who ended up changing his name to Nuka Zeus and dyeing his skin black to become black. And he made a famous melee mod called the DJ Z made melee mod, where he replaced all the textures in the game with like porn stars he likes.
Wow.
And like not the characters. Like Fox's like Firefox, the flames are like stretched out red, like just porn stars. And like shit like that. He changed every sound effect. It's actually a very impressively complex mod.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's like a 20-minute video where he films his TV and goes through everything he did. It's like one of the best.
I
melee
would
pieces
love
of
to
content.
see that.
I'm
I'd love
surprised you
to
haven't seen
see
it.
that.
It's like probably the best melee video ever made. And then he later started dyeing his skin.
Dude, fucking gooning final boss. That's
Andrew,
amazing.
In my Discord, there is a clip.
Oh, is it of Nick?
If you go into my
Thank
DMs
God,
with Nick,
finally.
Yeah, you guys requested a single clip of me skateboarding.
this
wanted
is for
the Nick
clickbait,
clip.
you know.
Yeah.
Gifted hater reacts to Nick from the yard.
I meant to be sober for my
kickflip.
Oh, wait. Okay, so don't play yet. What are you holding?
What am I holding? That is a water bottle. Okay, so actually pause. So that is a water bottle. Do
Blue.
you guys know who Austin Show is? He's on
Yes,
Hassan's
yes.
podcast.
Raj,
Yes, that was his old dead name.
dead name.
Uh,
What the hell?
He was
he had
like,
a
pretending to be
a
an
racist bit he would do.
He was
Oh.
pretending to be an Indian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this is
no-
very
Wait, a
public.
guy
This is
pretending-
secret.
Super not okay, by the way.
Yeah.
A guy who was pretending to be an
A
Indian.
gay white
was-
man was pretending to be Indian for
Is
And
he
he's on
white?
Hassan's show?
Yes, he's friends with Hassan.
This is a long
And
time ago.
Hassan's fans
long time
allow
ago.
this.
Well, it's a long time ago.
Color me surprised.
He's a good guy.
That guy. That guy
Raj
that used to
Patel?
do like the role play
Yeah.
games.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
let's
he
let's
should
let's
host,
focus.
like,
Hang on, everybody.
dating
one day
shows and
he
stuff.
shows up.
But he's from the role playing. He used to do role
Guys,
play with Tyler One.
Nick is speaking. Nick is our
Yeah,
guest.
He did the dating shows
Yes.
on Twitch.
No.
But he's
Lover
from
host.
RP.
Mm-hmm.
No.
He didn't
no.
do-
Different
I don't
guy.
think so.
Totally different. No.
Yeah.
That guy
Okay.
was like RPing as an Indian guy. This guy was RPing as an Indian
But
guy.
in a different way.
But in a different way, in a bad way.
Mm.
He won. Okay, his story's not that interesting. He just like randomly brought all these weird like Italian water to our studio and was just like, "Here's a bunch of free water. You can have it." It was
Uh-huh.
so strange. I'm holding one of
Oh,
those. It is
okay.
that is a water bottle of a brand that's just from Italy that we had like way too much of because he just brought them.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Why
what
is it
I'm holding.
blue?
So far, so good.
Don't
The
know.
bottle's blue?
The bottle's blue.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
But
that's just
water inside.
the reason why you guys think it looks weird is because it's
It's
on a
blue.
brand from
Yeah.
America.
Yes.
It's just like a
Okay,
brand
so
name.
wait.
Yep,
But what?
Okay.
Hang on. Pause, everybody. Pause. Okay, so you're on.
What's this room?
This was a baker board, right? Was it a baker?
Yeah, this is. I think it's a baker board. This is a so.
I guess we'll see when
my-
it flips.
So I like direct stuff like video stuff,
Yes.
and my director of photography Ryan is an actual very good skateboarder. He started filming skate stuff and has like tons of skate footage. He's very good. This is his board.
Okay. So it's not the board Ludwig was using.
It might have been the board he was using.
Okay.
I think he was using my girl board because like the trucks were tighter and he couldn't
yeah.
like balance.
I
on
was
the,
going to say the trucks look pretty loose on this.
yeah,
I would
his-
not
his-
be expecting a
his
new
trucks are way
guy.
looser, so he was having
Yes.
trouble standing on it. So
Yeah.
I think he used my board, but
Yeah.
this
so
is Ryan's board.
What's this room?
What inspired the New Balance purchase?
What inspired the New Balances? I was getting back into skateboarding in 2020, and I didn't have any shoes that
Yeah.
I would skate with. And so when I bought the board, I was like, I'll just buy shoes too. And I
Yeah.
just bought a pair of shoes that I was willing to shred up.
Okay, so this can't happen again.
The shoes.
We have a no tolerance policy of New Balance.
Any even casual wear?
It depends if you're wearing if you were gonna wear like the super casual
Yeah.
sports style sneakers, then
Yeah.
that'd be. But nothing from the numeric line.
Yeah, nothing. No CCS New Balance.
No, we can't. No more of that. They recently put out a video. And they did it in this very distasteful style, and basically they ruined incredible footage of these three very, very.
This is the shit that was like a weird frame rate or some shit.
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah, so we're
Where
currently
it's just choppy. I think it was the shutter or something.
yes,
Yeah, it
where
is
the frame rate
bad.
was 20. Here's the thing: the guys that did it thought that they were we're going to be the dudes that make a skate video in 24 frames per second, which is the cinematic frame rate,
Yeah.
because that's how fucking smart and good we are at making videos. And they ruined all this footage, and so we're on a strike against New Balance. Okay. So this was before that happened, but I'm just letting you know
Yeah, this was
now.
before that happened.
You should
It's a
probably
no
photo-
on-
you
so
should
it's
probably
more-
Photoshop this before
So
you
it's
send it to
more of
anybody
a
else.
brand protest than it is a style thing.
Well, I also think New Balance shoes are ugly, but
Yeah.
that's not exactly.
I just want to get to the core of how
That's
you feel.
secondary.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to know
that's-
everything that you
I
think.
already hated New Balance. Now I really hate New Balance.
But if they had a J on them instead of
Oh,
an
wait.
N.
Oh, J Balance would
Also,
be amazing. I'd love J Balance.
You get a bonus because your name's Nick.
Yeah. your
Oh,
name's
that's true.
Nick.
I didn't
It's
consider
actually-
I
that.
feel like you're not considering why.
You're
You
right.
are.
I'm selfish. I'm very
You
selfish.
can
I'm
wear
very
New
selfish.
Balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Because if there was a shoe that
And
had
don't
a J
get.
on
I
it,
asked if they had J Balance,
And they didn't have it.
but they
didn't
no,
have
they
it.
were sold out everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would wear
That
the
makes
fuck out
sense.
of anything
I would
that had a
wear
J on it.
a shoe with
It's true.
a black shoe with a J on it.
It's
I'd,
true.
I'd buy those.
Yes.
need that.
Johnny, that's our in.
Okay.
Play the clip.
Dude,
The
J
game we
Balance.
really like.
Let's start a company.
Oh,
I was pumped.
nobody.
Is that Eamon in a
No one cares.
No, that's Ludwig.
No, in a day full of Ludwig,
Wait, pause.
Ludwig landing not a single kickflip.
Yeah.
So
Oh, let's
Ludwig
see
didn't
Ludwig's
even
face
give a
there.
fuck that you did that.
Hold on. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, well, run from the top.
I
From the
didn't
top.
even
From the top.
Realize I blinked.
The game we really like.
That copyright free shit.
Is it copyright free?
Nobody notices.
No.
You are hoping
Yeah.
And I'm
someone
like,
else-
am I on stream?
I was looking at the screen of the camera.
Fucking
No one-
Ludwig's
did
on his
anyone talk?
phone.
There had to have
In
been
chat.
pause.
Yeah,
The game
you
we
know,
really
you
like.
know what happened right after this?
What?
I got an Instagram DM from Ricky Glazer.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
my
no! No!
We've all gotten
If you think that we are little clout goblins doing these troll videos, like Ricky Glazer is the biggest clout demon of them all. Yeah, you. What did he say to you? What did he say?
I think it was like something like, oh, I'd love to teach you how to skateboard. Something
Yeah,
like that.
what he was saying is like, oh, I see that you've got a lot of followers. I'd really like to be in a video
I
with
got
you.
the vibe that he didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And but he saw me on a Little Big Stream.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not. Well, I kind of knew who he was before. I'm like not totally.
Well, that
untapped,
girl, Maya. That's He somehow swindled her into some sort of stream or
I want
YouTube
her.
video.
The caption of this tweet is #skateboard for Maya because I want her to land it.
She can't kickflip still.
No.
Okay.
Has she been trying?
Did
Yeah.
you get? Wait.
Wow.
Let's scroll down. How many likes did we get on this? Wow, 6,000. That's numbers on Twitter. That is numbers, and also that really justifies your profile picture, right?
Which is that was real. The shovel ollie,
Yeah,
that was real.
you can ollie a shovel.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool
1/4
photo.
of the yard. Do
It
you
looks
actually
like-
think that you're 1/4 of the yard, or
Yeah.
do you think that you're like a third and a quarter?
No,
Brings-
they compensate with the on camera.
So do you get
Okay.
1/4 of the yards of revenue?
I get 1/6 of the yard's revenue.
What?
Wow.
Because of Bolt?
Our Zipper and our editor have 10% each.
Okay.
We
Wow.
have 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
I'm not good at math.
I can't believe
They're like they make a shit ton. It's crazy.
I
Yes,
can't
yeah.
believe Nick just disclosed the financial
Yeah.
workings
That's
of the
cool.
yard
So do you
right
guys
now.
actually like disperse the money every month?
You
or
want to
do
know who
like,
gets
pay
all of
yourself
our money?
salaries?
Andrew.
It's a company. We pay
Andrew
we pay
gets all our
salaries.
money.
Yeah. Andrew
Very
gets our money.
uninteresting.
So unfortunately,
We buy-
Well, you guys
we
have
buy-
you guys have a hardcore break even policy.
We buy
We do,
other
yeah.
products.
That's-
That's what we
that's
do.
where we're operating. Is we have to
Yeah.
spend all the money in the month, or else we
Well, not in the
have
month,
to
but
donate it.
if we don't spend money in a month, then it just
We
accumulates.
could donate it to charity.
Then it's
Yeah.
for the next
Whatever we
month.
don't spend.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the most insane things ever, by the way, that you have to hit the record button twice in
Yeah,
a
we
row.
need to fire Peter.
Yeah, he said it was an industry standard, but
Yeah.
it was the wrong industry.
I'm
Is
telling
it
you
too
guys,
late to
get the
return
A10 mini.
it?
Get like a 2 terabyte SSD.
We can buy.
That's all you
5.
need, and you can keep the cameras.
Right,
We can buy
Andrew,
5
are you
right
listening
now.
to this? A10 Mini?
Buy
We're
5 of them.
hearing it
And
from
then you also can get 2 more cameras and have other angles.
Yes. Yeah,
What
yeah,
what do you know like how the yard ranks in terms of like Spotify podcasts?
So the way do you care about the real answer?
Yes.
Okay. So the way Spotify works is
How dare you, by the way?
Yeah.
I don't know.
what the fuck?
Sometimes it's like nerdy, but you want me to joke.
I
But,
want no, I want that
Spotify's
realness.
curated. So your ranking is highly determined by
Joe Rogan.
like Spotify staff members.
Spotify is curated. They don't even let you shuffle anymore. They have smart shuffle only.
AI, they want Elon music. They want
Yes.
Grok
Yes,
music.
they
They
don't.
want-
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
Joe
even let you
Rogan.
So like when the yard
Wait, you
came,
can't shuffle your own library.
No, in my car. Sorry to sidetrack
No,
it.
you're
We
good.
are so bad at staying on topic. In
I
my
thought this was
car,
very on topic.
I just bought this car and I go to shuffle my music and it's like CarPlay, so I'm neutered. I
And then
basically
it's like,
I
yo,
have
which is Spotify DJ?
well, that's a different thing. That guy, I started using that guy
Yeah.
actually, believe it or
Okay.
not. But like when I
You ever
go
try
to
talking to him?
I go to shuffle my liked songs and it just says Smart Shuffle. I'm like, I don't want
Apple
Smart
wins.
Shuffle.
I have a
I need to
question.
pee so bad.
okay.
Please don't do anything good.
Are any of the yard guys Apple Music users?
Aiden.
Aiden.
Wow, maybe we were
We're
wrong
Aiden
about
guys,
him.
Colin.
We were wrong about
Me and
Aiden. He's
Colin
an
are
Apple Music
Music
user.
users.
Aiden uses both.
Wow.
He has like certain artists that he like listens to. I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with like
What?
I don't remember why.
What did Aiden do before? I'm very curious about this.
Aiden was a
fella.
melee TO. He created the tournament Don't Park on the Grass.
I know that tournament.
I know the tournament
And then he
well.
worked at Smash GG.
But what was his trajectory outside of Melee?
Outside of melee?
Yeah, what was his
What's
like?
this accountant rumor?
I just assumed he was.
Oh,
like,
you made that up.
Yeah, I
Oh,
completely
okay.
made that
There's
up.
no outside of melee trajectory. So
So if
he
Ludwig
worked
dies,
so
he's
in college,
finished.
Yes.
He-
What did he go to college for? That's the kind
business.
of thing that I'm
Like
asking.
he has a business, a finance
Okay.
degree.
Okay.
But
yeah.
in college he he was the youngest person at Smash GG by like a lot. Like he got his job at Smash GG
Quite an
really early.
accomplishment.
I think so. I think
Yes.
so. And he was a TO running tournaments in Washington. And he was like really well known for like spending he started a company called Endgame TV, and he was spending his own money to fly players he thought were really talented from other countries
That's
to
cool.
America to like prove that the top 100 would be like basically
Skewed.
like slightly different if
Yes.
everyone had a fair chance. So he would be
Was he
paying for
right?
players. Yeah, like he flew Spud to America,
Mhm.
and Spud started just shitting on people here
Mhm.
and got top 50 like the first year he was here. And then he went from Smash EG to be on the Summit. That's when I met him more officially. I met him at a tournament before that, but I met him more officially at Smash Summit, and then Ludwig hired him straight from there, and then we
Nice.
did the yard. So he'd smash everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was like his only real jobs. And he worked
That's
at,
cool.
I mean, he worked at Krispy Kreme, I think.
And when did he get shingles?
He worked at.
I heard he
can
got.
see it.
I heard Eamon got shingles.
No, Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen.
Oh,
He did get
see
shingles.
that too.
Right when
I
we
got-
started the podcast, he had shingles.
Oh, when
He-
he started, I got shingles.
Got Botox.
So did
And
Aiden.
shingles.
Yes, I know.
Eamon got Botox.
His
Colin.
I was listening to an
he
episode of
kind
The
of got
Yard,
it. He
and
kind
they
of
were
got it
like,
as like a joke. Like his girlfriend
I
was
got
getting
it,
it, and they
dude.
were like,
See,
"You
I got
want
it.
it?"
This
And it
is
was free.
exactly how Colin
no,
did
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Not
I got,
as a joke, though.
I got
but his
Bob-
girlfriend was getting it,
I
and
got-
then he got
Yeah,
it.
if you got a chick, these chicks are getting Botox every other week.
Well, I can tell it looks great.
Oh no! This is totally faded. The Botox
Colin,
is gone.
Colin's been like going to sleep tasting Botox like
Yeah.
for
No, it's
months now.
it's migrated.
Yeah, it's over. He's
It leaves.
swallowed all this Botox and
it
peed it out.
migrates, is what they say, but
Yeah.
nobody knows where it goes.
It's wherever it's somewhere else.
Somewhere, maybe back here somewhere.
What were we talking about?
Um,
Was that interesting? Spotify?
I was asking you about how the yard ranks
shuffle-
on the
oh,
Spotify
yeah,
list.
so
They
Yeah.
they value really
Everyone
heavily,
shut up.
They value really heavily if you work directly with Spotify. So we had a lot of calls with them originally when we did the show, and like once it just didn't make any sense, they stopped calling us. But they care more about less how many total, they're called downloads when they're audio, not views
Yeah.
or listens, but like they don't care about the total. They care about how quickly they come when it first comes out. So like
Really?
when we first made the podcast, the viewership was way less than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
But we were like top 20 in the world
Really?
for podcasts. Like we were like
I was there.
I think at one point in comedy we were like number 3 or something.
Holy
And-
shit.
but then we have not even come close to that.
But that was
but the
the-
show is the biggest it's ever been.
That's before that all these other comedy podcasts probably got involved, right? Because I
Not
feel
really.
like
That was
not really,
3
no.
years ago.
no. I feel like comedy podcasting is like the most competitive thing.
Yeah,
ever.
but it's also.
Yeah.
I was listening to Russillo today, and him and Colin Coward were talking about how just like podcasting is like just the future, and it's like we're still in
that
the
would be a
early
hot take 7 years ago.
No,
future.
but it's still true. Like traditional
the
media is
the
dying.
future is live on short form, like TikTok Live. That's the future.
I don't even like podcasts. I don't listen to any podcasts. The only podcast I
Short-
listen to, World Genius
I feel like long.
Don DeMarco, Bang Bang.
and The Yard.
We
I listen to the Yard.
We do listen to the yard.
How did I know that
content.
Eamon's
I
Botox?
think you
How
guys
did I
sit in
know
here,
about
you
Pokemon?
hate watch.
No.
No, we don't.
I can
Look
explain.
how lame they
I can
are.
explain. I listen to The Yard for World Genius content. That's what I do. Okay. And
Andrew-
likewise, you
Andrew,
listen
put
to
the
The
on,
Yard.
please.
No, you listen to World Genius for content on World
That's-
Genius. Correct? He came on here. I've never heard him talk about World Genius on The Yard, but I have heard him talk about World Genius on World Genius.
Dude, we were so bummed when we were like, "Oh, he's gonna talk about us," and then Pokimane was your guest.
You couldn't
Oh my
talk about-
God.
and we're like,
We-
"Oh,
we
you can't
like to
bring
think-
us up when fucking Pokimane's on."
Yeah, bring up hanging out with us. When Pokemon's on, you can't do that. So
Yeah,
that
we-
was our cope. That was our cope.
No. I knew from the beginning. As soon as you guys were talking about that Jake Paul fight, and I was like, Nick's not gonna say anything because he spent it with us, and we are not relevant. Pokimane world.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to bring something up next
You don't
episode.
have to. We don't need you to.
Yeah, we don't.
you
We've
don't-
clearly been.
You guys took offense when he called it our slime gifted haters podcast. You guys
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that?
we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but you guys called it Ludwig's podcast.
No, we did not.
You guys did that like 100 times.
We might have.
That
You actually
may,
you
that,
actually did it so many
that
times.
may have been revenge for what you guys did to us.
It was
actually.
retaliatory.
Yeah.
You
Preemptive retaliation.
let's walk through the steps.
Preemptive retaliation.
Let's walk through the steps together. So I go, yeah, it was on World Genius, and they go, what is that? And then I have to say, Gifted Haters Podcast. So I am optimizing conversation. You're gonna learn podcasting. It's parkour. How do I get from point A to point B as efficiently as possible with as cool as possible?
Thank you. I like that. I
Uh,
actually like that. You're a man. You,
You want this Topo Chico?
I'm good.
I took a sip of.
I'll get a yerb after. Well, now that he's fucking gone, what do you think we do?
If Joa dies?
World Genius 2, and
Oh.
it's the three of us.
Oh my
And I
god.
start making
Are you gonna
skateboard content.
Yeah. Oh,
Shh.
hey.
And then I said,
I'm in.
that's my wife. Joa. So awesome you're back. What's that?
all right, guys.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm not going to try and cut this short, but we do have a long karaoke stream ahead of us. And it's going to be crazy.
Wait. Before we wrap it up, okay, Nick, what happens now?
What do you mean?
We were kind of just talking.
We were kind of just, yeah.
You were.
Actually, yeah.
We were thinking about cutting you out. Like
Me out.
what it
Okay.
would look like if you were not
Okay,
here.
so
And he was
So-
here.
and I was
Nick-
here instead.
Okay. So that the thing is, from I can see what you're thinking about,
Round
but
glasses.
but that would really kind of like put into perspective, because it's like if you hop on here
Yeah,
and the viewership doesn't go up,
right.
Ooh.
then what does that say about your presence on the yard?
Unimportant.
It says
Mhm.
it says Ludwig.
Or this is like such buried content that it's like a tree in a forest type of vibe. Like
tree in a forest
like-
type of vibe.
if no one's around, you know,
I'm just saying. I'm saying like I wouldn't want to find out. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you
happier
wouldn't.
not knowing.
Because also, this could go either way though. Because
Yeah.
like if you get on, you take my spot, viewership goes down. But like then that would be bad for you. You take my spot, viewership goes up. That's bad for me.
Yeah.
So it's like I think what's best for everybody
Okay.
is that
we get
just
Eamon,
we keep everything.
you take Johnny.
We
Keep
keep
it
everything
as is.
exactly the same
Yeah.
as it is, and we continue living our own personal fantasies.
But is the war over?
There's no war.
We had a war.
There was like one
I
day.
think-
Or does it rage on? Because
I-
I need to know what to tell my soldiers.
I think that
You have so many
Dude,
soldiers.
we have
great
10
guys.
soldiers.
We have
have
great
10
guys, but half of them
honestly-
died.
It's like Hungary versus America.
Honestly,
this is not going to be close.
We had
10.
one little battle that you didn't know about, and like 7 of our dudes died.
Yeah, it was a grenade.
yeah we
a grenade.
we got slaughtered.
A grenade went off in the ocean, and our radar didn't even hear it.
a different army came to our
Yes,
battle with
that
you
was
guys.
fucked up.
Yeah.
As in, we were hungry. You
We're
guys
part
were
of NATO.
You guys
There
were the
was gonna be
United
all
States.
sorts of countries
And then
defending
fucking
us.
Hassan is like Russia, and we just
No,
got
like a
fucking
Turkish
trampled
army.
by Russian troops. It was insane.
The war is done.
We
The
got-
war's over?
No,
We
it-
did.
it-
We did get
Well,
flanked.
talk to your fucking
No,
leader.
I'm
will.
the boss. I'm the boss. Okay, it depends.
sucks so
Let's get the
Okay.
Haters podcast. For
Yes, if this podcast gets 7,500 views,
how many likes?
I don't care about that.
Oh, no, you gotta
if
say a number.
7,500 views, it's squashed. If we can milk you for 7.5K,
Am I allowed to promote it?
of course I would.
That's cheating, though. I want to see organically what happens.
There is
Okay,
no
organic.
organic anything. If we get 7,500 views, if we get 10K views,
What the hell?
It's squashed. If we don't get 10K views,
What's your
after,
most viewed episode?
after
ever?
2 weeks, 20K.
You've hit 20K?
I put it on my
Yeah.
Instagram
Oh,
story.
you guys do great.
I put it on my Instagram
We
story.
average about
We're
5.
organic though. We're 0.
20K?
No, but the
20K is good.
The 20K I put on my Instagram story.
We get like 5K.
That's why I
the
got
one with
20K.
Sarah?
No, the one World
The one with
Genius
Sarah
season
has-
2 number
Sarah had,
1.
like,
has
30K.
15K and that's organic.
Okay, that's great, but
That's
anyway,
the one
I
where
was
we did
saying
30.
gifted hater in the
Yeah.
title.
10K
Yeah.
We deleted
truce.
that one.
If it's because here's the thing.
Oh, this is my biggest qualm with you guys, by the
Oh,
way.
what is it?
Oh
yeah.
shit.
You deleted episodes.
We had bad.
That you
we,
can't look. I don't think
It's
be
not that they're bad.
a critic and then delete your lame episodes.
Oh, okay,
They're not lame. though.
they're different. We had a renaissance. We were never in the same place.
We
I lived in New York. We were
rebranded.
interstate.
Yeah, but you made them. They're you.
That's true.
and
They
That's a
were
good point.
you at that point.
Yep.
And
That's
you're not
true.
you now.
That's
No.
true.
Well,
But
we
they're
could-
It
real.
wasn't-
I'll
So
say
you can't sweep money.
we weren't in the same room.
Because what happens when
It was a different thing.
What happens when you guys come for me? You go, I look at this clip from 4 years ago, and this guy sucks balls, and then I'm like, I want to watch old clips. Oh, they're all gone.
They're
Where is
behind,
my ammunition?
They're behind a
Patreon.
paywall. They're behind a
You can-
paywall.
Wait, aren't they on Spotify?
They're on
I've got a-
Patreon.
Oh, yeah, they're all on Spotify.
They're on Spotify. You can listen to them.
And I'm the shill.
You
You
can
can pay
listen-
for them.
Well,
No.
We didn't say you were a shill.
Hey, we didn't
Wow.
even make a Patreon until like 4 months ago.
We didn't
we
make
went-
a, we
we did
didn't
like
make a
2
Patreon.
we did
I
until
like
we
the break even strategy. I
We
think
did
that's-
Yeah,
like
we-
2.5 years where we were like, this is we don't even want to make money because we weren't we didn't get into this to make money, first of all.
Yeah.
Well,
We got into this to
wow,
make money
wow,
3
wow.
years from
Also,
We're
now.
podcasting for love of the game.
The only thing
We would
really-
love to make money off
all
of this
this shit
show.
was-
Let's not get it confused.
I would love
Let
to,
me ask
but
que-
I don't.
okay.
I'm not an egomaniac or like I don't think that
Like
we were
us.
bringing any value to any viewer. I didn't think we had any value to begin with.
That's what the mentality I started with. I was very guilty about doing the podcast at first.
But it's not even guilt. But you'll see this. You probably have
Guilt.
seen it where people roll out their podcasts.
I want
and
money
they
from
roll
the
it out with
podcast.
a
I don't know what the
Patreon.
Yeah,
fuck
we
this
didn't
guy.
do that.
Actually, fuck.
did?
I don't know what any
Yeah,
Colin
so
is
it feels
talking
weird.
about.
I have a problem with that where it's like
I get it. You feel like why are you so
this
important?
is like
Yeah.
a new side hustle. Oh, me and my friends talk and like we can make money off of this.
I completely agree. I had the same exact feeling when we started the show. All my friends told me I was stupid, so I just said okay, sure. But I felt the exact same.
Now,
I,
who's stupid? New electric Hyundai.
And for the record, none of us have ever made $1 off this show.
by
all we've
choice,
done
you
is
went
buy
by
stuff.
proxy of the Uggs
Okay,
website.
but
Yeah.
But I have questions for you guys.
was gonna be our
obviously,
big
though,
one.
if we did make an amount of money that could be pocketable, we would be pocketing
I don't
it.
think
Yes,
you guys can make money off of it. You want to know why? I
Oh,
think that?
please tell us.
I think it goes against your whole feng shui.
Well,
I
the
think that
thing
if
is-
you
is-
make money, you become what you make fun of.
yeah, but the
is
thing we'd love to betray our own
No.
feng
We'd love
shui.
to show. We'd love to
We
show
will
everybody
flip
that's rich
for a couple
how
thousand
we would do it.
immediately. We'll flip right away.
I'm raising my hand. We
Yes, Johnny.
we will not do ad reads.
No, we will.
No, we're not.
Yes,
gonna
You
do
we
guys
will.
can't even fucking agree.
Yeah, I
We
know.
will do ad
We're
reads.
not gonna
I
do
could be convinced.
fucking
Why won't we
Manscaped
do ad-
reads?
why
We're
won't
not
we-
gonna do Manscaped ad
The
reads.
Why
We
not?
the
don't- we
lawnmower works. Have you used it?
don't. Oh my god.
No.
We're not gonna do ad
Has
reads.
the-
We've
does
talked-
the wife
we've
notice
talked
when
so
you
much
mow the
about it.
lawn?
Of the
course.
lawnmower.
Nice.
And she goes, "Oh my god, no cuts or scratches, and it works in the shower."
Oh my! See,
Do you
this
guys,
is
wait, did the yard do ad reads?
Yes.
You guys, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing against you guys. We're just not an ad read.
Do you want to know how
kinda
much
guy.
ad reads make?
We're
Oh,
not.
yes.
I
Tell
don't
us.
want-
Tell us.
I
Tell
don't
us.
want-
tell
no,
us.
no, no.
Tell- I want to know. I want to know.
We cannot read.
None of
No,
us
no,
can
I
read.
can read. Tell.
John-
No, we
Joe-
broke the model. We rarely read what they send us. We just kind of say what we want
Yeah.
most of the time. There's very few brands that say
No, you were
verbatim.
mentioning
All right,
the
all right, all right.
money
Here's our
involved
history
with the
with
ad
these
reads.
brands.
You have to censor it.
I don't
Well, let me
wanna
ask.
get
I had questions earlier I didn't get to ask.
Yes.
Mm.
One by one, what is your goal with World Genius? What is if you could pick where World Genius was by proxy of content, by metrics like views, money, what would
Joe already
one
lives
by
the
one,
lifestyle.
Yeah.
one by one, Joe? What would paint
My
the picture
only
of what it looks like?
goal is for World Genius to put the yard out of business.
But you gotta play Leather
If I play under, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but let's see.
say it. Can you say it again?
My only goal is for World Genius to put the yard out of business.
Put them under the ground. Okay.
It's like 99% of my income.
My main goal. My main goal.
Nick, don't worry, we'll bring you with us. We'll put the yard under
Yeah.
6 feet under, but we'll bring
But
you.
we bought Aiden, right?
We're gonna
Fuck,
trade.
wait.
We're gonna
Hold on,
trade
no,
Aiden.
Wait, no. Don't put the yard under.
No.
Wait,
We're bringing Nick with us when we blow
if
up.
the yard goes under, what the fuck will you guys talk about?
Oh.
What did we talk about for
What
the
did we
yard?
talk about before?
No, we talk about how
You
the
don't
yard
like
died.
sound.
We talk about the death
Oh,
of the
that's
yard.
true. We'll talk about the death of the yard. Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Ah.
nice job, Colin. Write that down.
Okay, so but you very suavely, ironically avoid my question.
What was it again?
What would
What's
you
your
pick?
goal?
What world? Paint the world of what your ideal future of world genius looks like. What would you say we've succeeded?
Okay, here's my.
Are you succeeding now, or is it-
No, we're not succeeding. My actual opinion is, I think we all, as somebody who has like made a YouTube channel, I think we have the potential to do a YouTube channel, but it actually would require like premeditation and effort to like come up with ideas
Plan
because
segments.
basically what World Genius is right now is like just hanging out with like nothing to like latch onto or like engage with a different kind of audience, like pull people in. So it's like very small, like, and yeah, we basically, we need to like actively try to like pull people in. So if we got to like, you want to ask like what success would, if honestly, if Manscaped emailed us asking us to do an ad read,
Just the email.
that's success to me. I just want to be acknowledged. I
see.
want us to be acknowledged. If Manscaped,
You want the opportunity to say no.
no, I want to say yes.
You want to say yes. Okay.
I want to say yes to
well, I
Manscaped.
am asking only you. So, okay, Johnny, paint the future of what you would want this to be if you're not already there.
Yeah, no, we're not. I mean, ideally, I want Colin not to have to go to his 9 to 5.
God,
You want to quit your jobs?
they're killing me, dog.
I'm
I'd
fine
love
with
to
my
quit
job.
my job to
I,
do World
I,
Genius.
I can do World Genius and do my job.
Yes.
Is that your
even if
your
we're
ideal
making
world?
money. I don't
Like,
want.
if you could only do this, would you prefer that?
Yeah, that'd be chill.
Well, we're in Fantasyland. Pick your
Yeah.
ideal world.
I mean, yeah, sure. My ideal world, I'd probably. No, I wouldn't work anymore. Yeah, I'd do World Genius.
Okay.
I'd do World Genius,
Yeah.
and I'd probably. Well, I'd still tattoo. But I think we make money off Patreon, not do ads. I really enjoy my content. That, as of right now, me and Joa record more than the three of us record.
Patreon and ads.
We do Patreon.
That's the podcast way.
Me and Joa do a lot of videos where we talk shit about Curtis Connor.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know him. So
people
I know
like
who
Curtis
he is, but
Connor.
I don't know him.
Can I
personally at all.
say though, real quick, that if you're an individual YouTuber, it makes sense not to do ads. If you're a podcast, you do ads because you can just blame other people on the podcast for the fact that you do ads.
I
Yeah,
don't-
Ludwig wants to do him.
Ludwig. Wait,
There,
what?
exactly.
Boom!
Ludwig-
Can you do a sound effect for that?
Ludwig likes
The
ads.
guy that doesn't need to do the ads wants to do the
Well,
ads.
I
Nick
admit
was
that.
just kidding. He was
A bit of
joking.
a funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is really funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's my goal is like to just I don't dream of exorbitant wealth.
Okay. Why not?
From the podcast, if I could just afford to live here and do the podcast and continue the life that I have.
doing
Peasant
already.
mentality.
Yeah, I know, but I
Peasant
Hand me your
also have
picture.
another job.
Hand me your picture.
Oh man. I like to do like I'd like to get more money, get more sponsors so I could quit my job, but we would like build stuff because I'm a construction worker.
Okay. You
I
want
want to get sponsored
some of
by
the production
Ryobi.
design?
I want to get like I want to
Like
get
a DeWalt?
sponsors like
We
DeWalt
do-
sponsor,
we tried
where they
to get
like
sponsored.
sponsor us to do content. And I want it to like kind of light a fire under our asses where it's like, oh fuck, we have to do this DeWalt video.
I would love to do a sponsor
And-
with like a tool company.
Dude, I almost put
think
you on
that's
so
funny.
hard.
Really?
It didn't. It would have happened. What's the
Ryobi?
FA
Yeah.
that they reached out to us
FA reached out to the
Wow.
yard.
to off brand, and they wanted us to do their big event. They wanted us to like
To
Put it
stream it,
on.
like one of their skateboarding events
yeah,
where they light a
wanted us to
police
put
car on
their,
fire.
like not just stream it, but like do all the creative and like
Mm.
like everything, like the broadcast content, like everything.
Wow.
And I was like, in the meeting, I was like, if we do this event, we should hire Gifted Hater to be a commentator.
They wouldn't like that.
You don't think so?
No, because I make fun of their guys a lot.
Well, I wanted you to be a caster.
Oh, I mean, I could have. I could. I
pitched you.
I could cast.
It just the event didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what was the event they were
I
going to
don't
do?
remember. It was a while ago. It was like probably like 7-8 months ago.
Okay. They were just going to do some sort of live event.
Some sort of like skate event, some sort of like competition.
Okay.
Don't remember.
Yeah,
I could probably find it. But
I've been offered to do casting jobs before, but I avoid them because I don't like to get buddy with people in the industry.
Yeah, I get
because
that.
then that kind of affects my objectivity.
I get that for sure.
Yes, Johnny.
What's your ideal vision of world genius?
My ideal vision doesn't matter because
I want to hear
I'm not on it.
Andrew's.
Yeah,
I want to hear
Oh,
Andrew.
Andrew. Wait, Andrew's a guy.
Related that I was out of frame. Yes.
He leans this way. He doesn't start
It's
this
okay.
way.
I don't need to be in frame.
You do.
So the first thing I'd probably want for the show is that you're all on camera.
Yeah.
We'll start there. We'll start with you're all on the show.
All right.
Why don't we finish the show with
all right.
just Joe, Andrew?
I don't know. I think that I feel the way you feel, where there's an inherent cringe in feeling like you are deserved of people listening to you talk about nothing, and that just merely hanging out is a job that you should be paid for. I share that feeling. When we started our show, we did not think it would make a bunch of money. We did not think it would be this big or anything, and then it was, and we were like, "Whoa, we can all quit our jobs. That's crazy." So for you guys, I would want you to be able to do your show without compromising what you talk about.
Yeah,
But
do you,
but it
do you think that
enable
was
you.
a good thing?
What?
The fact that you guys like got to quit your jobs.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
for the show.
for me, I think it's cool that the show does so well because like me and Slime want to write like a TV show. We don't have to go pitch to Netflix.
Yeah.
We can just fund it.
Yeah.
And like it, and I think that like I feel good about taking the money we're making, doing it, and putting it into a thing I think those people would like watching. So it's like, hey, we're turning it into shit we wouldn't be able to make unless we had funding.
Okay.
If I see it as like it's like a production house. Like we're just able to self-fund projects.
That's cool.
Like when we made the first set, it cost us $20K.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy fuck, I've never spent that much on anything.
Yeah.
And then we made the Patreon did well, and we made the second set. We spent like over $100,000 in the new one. So we just like,
Do you know how much we spent on our fake yard set?
let me guess, you'd be like $35.
Well, we bought this log. This
Yeah,
Home
the
Depot.
log was the most
Home
expensive
Depot has
part.
this log you can buy, and it burns
Yeah.
for
You guys
3
nailed the
hours.
fire pit.
But the
Ours is the classic Walmart one.
we got the same fire pit
Yeah.
as yours.
So
yeah.
So you had $100,000 budget, and you thought that the cheapest possible fire pit was the
It's
correct.
no,
size.
No.
it's the same fire pit from the first set.
Okay, but couldn't you have
I
like
say-
had some
I say
Pacific
it was a good
Northwestern
choice.
welder? Like
I
built
say it
some-
was a
That's
good
what's
choice.
actually in a backyard.
I say it was a good choice.
Hmm.
Because you can tell what's inside. It's shallow enough to where you can tell that there's
Yeah.
firewood inside.
And then the fire lights.
You don't want
You guys
a-
didn't like the fake
If,
fire.
if you have a deep
You guys
pit,
should light a fire.
if you have a
like
deep
that.
pit, you
Inside,
can't
yeah.
see anything. You have to be
Well,
above
you
it
just
to
need
see
good
it.
exhaust. You just need a lot of exhaust fans.
Yeah. Full concrete walls.
You could probably afford that.
No, you can.
You're the construction guy. You could do that for us.
You
Yeah,
could
let's
have a
do it,
gas setup.
Yeah, true.
It'd be against code. This is against
To-
code. You're not supposed to
To
have
answer your
these.
question, I would want you guys to you know what I actually want?
Yeah.
I want for you all to agree on what you want. That's what I would want. That would
Never
be
gonna
the
happen.
podcast
Never
at
gonna
max
happen.
synergy.
Not gonna happen.
I
Are
like
you guys
that
synergized
future.
over there?
No,
Yeah.
not even a little bit.
Do you want to
So
be
who's
synergized?
enjoying the luxurious life the most? Who's spending the most?
I mean, I'm not counting Ludwig. That's not like that's a free square. But
Mhm.
What does Ludwig spend his money on?
I mean, he ran a company
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
ended today, but that was a lot of money.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, but,
Who-
is,
but-
who-
but-
is
Who
he-
do you think lives like
yeah,
the
who's
best?
living the most
who's
lavish
who's
life?
making the most out of it?
Okay,
Because I'm telling you right now,
wait,
if I
what,
made what
really?
you guys make,
Lud by like not even a
Okay, yeah,
close
but
margin.
what does he
but
do?
has
What is he
outside
doing?
Is he like? Is he?
Why is he
going on,
making
like,
so much?
is
No,
he
no,
going
no,
on
no, no.
five-star
I
vacation?
I don't know.
wanna
He's
know-
not like
what sort of like
Is he
luxurious
living like a
things does he
Karda- is he
spend on?
traveling
if
like
you
a
hold it
Kardashian?
if you hold it proportionally to income, he doesn't live like all that different. But he makes so much more than us.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no, I'm saying who's living the best with
Proportionally.
yeah.
Who's oh my god.
Who breaking even?
I don't know.
Let's
Maybe
gamble.
Aiden. Maybe Aiden likes to spend.
What is- what is
and
that?
he's happy though.
But he
He's-
saves too.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
he's
know.
happy though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you make
so
that
happy.
much money,
Who
That's
has
so
the
awesome.
nicest car?
What's everyone
Me?
driving?
You really?
I don't-
Ludwig
I'm driving.
doesn't
Why
drive
do
a
you
Not a
sports
nice
car?
car guy.
I
why do you
imagine-
guys, why do you
No.
guys have like
He has
this
have you not seen his like big car?
economy
No.
car culture? Like, what? Why do
Economy
you think
car.
that it like?
What do you mean?
Like, I think that for a very low price, you could like lease a fucking BMW or a Mercedes. Like,
Oh.
like if you're actually making good money and it's a tax write off, and it's like almost like just
Boring. Boring idea. You know what? How does World Genius blow? Fire Colin! Fire him.
Okay, if I had more money, I'd be driving nice ass whips.
I
And
thought
it
I
would
thought
not be
about it.
breaking the bank.
I
It would
thought about
not
it,
be
and I
breaking the bank.
ultimately talked myself out of it because I was like, "That's a really dumb use of money. I could like,
It's not a dumb use.
I
of
could
money,
fund
though.
like
you
a
can
short
lease
film.
cars for nothing. You can lease electric cars.
I don't
want to
lease a car.
Dirt.
I own my car. I don't want to lease it. It's like, it's
Mm.
I
like
kind
renting.
of agree. I hate bureaucracy. I hate paperwork. You know, I don't want to be beholden to somebody else. You know,
yeah, you're beholden to servicing
I mean,
your
that's-
own car.
that was
and
my-
all that shit.
that was my goal. Like
leasing is so OP
in general in
because-
my life was I don't want to have a boss ever again.
That's
but Ludwig
awesome.
is your boss, though.
Not true.
He's not.
No, I don't work at Mogul Moves. I don't work at Off Brand anymore.
Oh, okay.
I
we
want
own the
you to
yard the
come
same
over.
amount.
So are you Ludwig's boss?
I think
So then who's the
Ludwig
boss?
is Aiden's boss. That is the only
the only
remaining. That is the
one.
only two people. Because
Aiden seems like a subordinate.
Aiden became COO of Ludwig's company this year.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Do you think all this nepotism hiring is positively or negatively affecting the trajectory of the brand?
Of the yard?
Yes.
Oh, the yard is no nepo hires at all.
Oh, okay. But you
But-
said that Aiden became
Mogul. That's
his
Mogul Moves.
of
That's
Mogul
Mogul
Moves. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah. Is it the brand?
Yeah. Do you think that is a good
Strengthening.
a good move?
Who's in charge of the fonts used in Mogul Mail or Mogul Moves?
The fonts?
The fonts, yeah.
Like in the
who's in charge of
branding
the
or in,
font?
like,
in,
Mogul?
in the branding? Yeah.
Like who did the
Who did that design? Yeah. Who
Let me know what you
chose
think
that?
about it
Who
first.
wrote
I hate
Mogul
it.
Moves?
You hate it.
Yeah,
I
I
need
hate
your
it.
full opinion.
What did I say today, Joe?
You said something we shouldn't say.
No, say it.
Okay, well, it was on the Discord server,
I
and
looked at the
let it be
Discord.
known that the Mogul part is written in rainbow.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
a-
not the branding.
Mogul
Okay. Oh,
Moves.
God,
I just-
you made this
I-
so much funnier. Okay.
And
Look up-
Johnny,
I looked at-
Johnny
I-
wanted me to
Mogul
say what he
Moves
said.
branding.
So let me say what he wrote.
I looked at this today
So awesome.
on the Discord.
You guys are gonna be so.
Repeat what-
No. Go to images.
Repeat what you said, Johnny.
Okay, I said.
Okay, the middle one. That's Mogul Moves branding.
Okay, I said this is pedophile core.
We can bleep that. We can bleep that.
No, keep it in.
We can bleep that.
Keep it in.
He says keep it in. I'll keep it in.
Okay.
Keep it in.
So, what's so fucking funny about everything you said is when you first said, "Who made it?" I hate it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the actual branding.
No.
Because my girlfriend did all of it,
Okay.
and I thought it was really. I was like, "Tell me how
Yeah.
you feel." 'Cause
Okay. Okay.
I was gonna follow with the
that's-
punchline of it was my girlfriend.
Okay.
What's even funnier
Uh huh.
is that I made that
Oh
No
my
fucking
God!
way.
Boom!
in 2019. Lud was like, "I want Mogul Moves in college font, and I want to make a college sweatshirt."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, I'm not a designer,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah.
am more of a designer than
But I am
any
a
of the rest of
pedophile.
us." But I am a pedophile.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me go through my folder. Let me see if I got any inspo.
Holy shit!
Wow.
So you really just hit every nail.
That is crazy.
Yeah, no. Every single design I've ever done for Ludwig is just complete garbage nonsense.
Wow. I like the Cuphead character.
Yeah, she drew
kinda,
it. She's a beast.
Yeah.
What's can you go to the one right below with cursive in pink?
The Japanese.
This guy. Who did
Sakura.
this?
Who did this?
You
I
want
also did that.
You did this, Nick.
Boom it!
Nick, What were you thinking with this?
I have been public saying that I have not liked anything that I have
Did you
designed.
handwrite that?
Who
or
are?
did-
Is this
This
your
is
your
the-
design pseudonym, Eric Kolobong?
No.
Okay.
Who is that guy?
That's like a homie.
I think that
remember-
guy's claiming your work.
That's like a friend of mine.
I don't know what the fuck he has that on his web.
Oh,
He's claiming your work.
I don't know what this is. I know him.
What
Oh
the
my god,
fuck?
this is
Zoom
huge.
in, I wanna
Oh,
see
he
it.
made the website for
Oh,
Mogul
okay.
Moves.
See what's on the
Okay,
website.
all right, all
Never
right,
mind.
all
I
right.
didn't know that.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Did you go
Yeah.
to Japan and study?
Okay, yeah. Lay it
This,
all on.
I'll say this does, after this we'll totally move on, but it does look like a tattoo of a girl that you would like hook up with one time and then be like, I didn't like her that much, and then you see this tattoo on her body for like the next 7 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, on Instagram, and you're like, oh, there's that tattoo
You see like
again.
an Arizona iced tea can and get flashbacks.
Yeah.
No, this is not my swag, but I did
You get
make it.
paid off this dough.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Actually, it was funny. Ludwig, good guy.
Joe, I can do some graphic design for you, my boy.
Ludwig, good guy moment.
you know where to hit
I
me.
designed this for him like 2019, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he paid me like $400 for it,
Mhm.
and then he sold
I know.
so.
Okay.
This was on.
So this
many
is
of them.
actually
He
something.
sold like 20,000
This was-
hoodies.
Oh my god, this was
Like,
on a
he
mint
sold
hoodie.
so
This was on
many of
a
them.
mint green
Yeah.
And
hoodie.
then good guy Ludwig, he retroactively paid me.
Wow,
because of
that
how
is good.
disproportionately
A royalty?
good
That
they
is
did.
good.
I didn't
Okay.
ask for it.
Nice.
So my ex-roommate Aeneas had this hoodie. Do you want to call him?
You
And
can't
tell
you
him
can?
that he was wrong about World Genius sucking.
He said that we suck.
No, but
Oh.
we'll see. He said we'll never be as big as the yard.
Well, he's
We're
right.
not gonna be.
He's right.
Hello?
Hello.
Aeneas?
Yeah.
Aeneas?
What's up?
You said that World Genius is a shitty podcast?
No. Oh my god, you fuckers. That's crazy. You're such fuckers. Hold on. Going on record. Never said that. Never said that. Blatant slander.
Wow.
Years.
I'm learning a lot about you and all your friends. So what about it do you think is so bad? Because I agree with you.
I never said that in my life.
You don't have to be scared. They can't hurt you. I'm here.
No. Nothing to do with fear. Just
Did you go underwater? Are you drowning yourself? Well, hey.
I'm just I'm infuriated that this is happening. Like just like that they did this.
Well, hey, I
His thumb is like on the mic.
I was
He's
introed that
freaking
you
out.
have a Mogul Moves hoodie, so it's nice to meet you and know you.
Yeah, you as well.
All right.
That went.
All right, take care.
Wait, he's still
That went
dude.
so much worse than
No,
could have
he
ever.
was starstruck.
Yeah,
He
He was starstruck.
that was
funny.
crazy.
Do people come up to you a lot in public?
Yeah, like it depends where. Like I think, like I was rock climbing for like 2 years straight.
Mhm.
Rock climbing gym was like
That's same with me. Yeah.
really,
Yeah, people come up to me at the rock climbing gym.
dude. It was crazy. Every time I go, there's someone in a yard shirt.
People are like
every
feeling
time.
themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gotten stopped before, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, in New York.
Let's go.
In New
been
York,
a few
some guy
years
just
for me.
came up to me and I had my AirPods in. He's like, "Are you Johnny from the Yard?" Or from World
Genius?
Genius? From
That's
World
what they're gonna
Genius?
say.
From World
This is
Genius?
like just a dream you had once.
Yeah, no. From World Genius?
yeah, I am.
That's me in the
Ludwig's
future.
my best friend.
Dude, are you
Once
the guy
me
that
and
traded
Aiden swap.
They traded Eamon for you? That was a
But
good
he
move,
goes, "Are you
man.
Johnny from World Genius?"
I'm
and I
happy.
go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Oh, cool." and then he
You
walks
guys, you
away.
guys should make this Mogul Moves into a temporary tattoo. This design right
fire.
here.
Wait,
Selling that as like a
Tramp stamp?
five pack temporary tattoo.
Well, wait, can you guys rate yard merch? Go to our Twitter.
The truth about Home Depot is that Home Depot is all noobs.
Of course.
Like zoomies.
Everyone goes to Lowe's.
Yard Twitter, go to images.
Well, it's just you can just
Yeah,
scroll
on
down
Twitter, go
media.
media.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh
Stupid
my
fucking website. Maybe just
god.
scroll down. It'll probably be recent. But it might stop you. Yeah, we got that picture. Go up. Wait, why are these so old? It's showing you old tweets. 2022?
Really?
Whoa,
Yeah, it
Twitter's not
is.
letting you engage.
Wait, go
'cause you don't have
media,
an account.
media.
No, because he's not logged in.
Fuck.
That picture though.
That's really weird.
that picture. Go scroll down. We got this picture on a billboard. No, one more. On a billboard in Times Square
Wow.
because the company has no idea who we are, so they didn't know that wasn't Aiden. That was just a dude at a party that we were like, let's take a photo of the four of us, and then we got nominated for like a huge like podcast award thing, like the Streamies or whatever, and we sent them this picture.
I wanted
And
to
it
go.
was just
Oh
not
my
us.
god! I totally forgot about it. I didn't even write it down. I wanted to go over all the outfits. I saw a Twitter thread of all the outfits at the Streamies.
Streamies or Streamer Awards?
Streamer Awards.
Streamer
is what
Awards. Yeah, different event, but yeah.
And they just looked off. They just looked
Slime.
off.
Slime. Actually, I think
Slime
that's-
cleans up
He
great.
might potentially be a suit full time type guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, he cleans up. He's like the real announcer vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I.
He
Wait a
looks like
minute.
he could be giving.
Look at that bulge. That's
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
I've
oh
been
my
seeing
god!
the bulge.
Is the bulge going up? Is
It
he
is
tucking
going
up?
up.
It's round.
It's going
Is he
up.
tucking up? And left?
I don't
Zoom.
know.
Oh, wow.
Zoom in.
We've done an okay,
Dude, bulge machine.
Oh, it's stopping
my
you. The
It
woke,
doesn't want to
Oh,
zoom
it's
in.
encrypted.
the woke mind virus
Save
again.
it. Open.
We're saving
Nice,
it.
nice. Let's get this.
Wait, put slime bulge. Big
Wow.
question mark.
All right, meat inspector.
Oh, wow.
That's a bulge.
Respect plus
An
one
excellent
for
bulge,
slime.
absolutely mogging Ludwig bulge.
I
Oh my
know.
god, that guy's is going in. He has an innie. It's a reverse bulge.
Wait.
at this.
Where's this innie?
Look at this.
Okay.
It's sucking in.
Come
That's
on.
interesting.
Get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there.
Let's just look at
And you
slime.
say you guys don't have segments.
We have
We do.
segments.
We have a
I
segment.
have a whole
All right.
to-do list of things to do.
Where did this start? This started merch. Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess it's
We
fun.
were.
It doesn't matter.
Who
No
is
one
who
knows.
is the guy on the left?
Virtual. He's a Norwegian Trackmania
He's
streamer.
beautiful.
Oh.
He's really cool.
I like his outfit.
Yeah, you fuck with
Good.
that?
I still think Slime looks
He
very
looks
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, he's killing
Slime. I've been watching White Collar, and Slime is kind of serving a certain Neil Caffrey. Andrew, type in Neil Caffrey. Neil. I think it's Caffrey. Nah, close enough.
it.
And then go to images. Go to images. Images. Yep, that's on the cell phone right there.
Can you try
on
Neil
the left.
Caffrey
Yep,
bald?
that's Slime. That's slime. That's Slime in a suit.
Wait, but the website. You see the website?
Not bowl,
No,
not
above
bulge,
the picture.
ball.
Yard barker.
Yard barker.
Wow.
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 Full
wow,
circle.
Fate.
Full,
Fate.
full circle.
Sometimes the simulation barks back at us.
Did you ever play Mafia on any of the Summit streams?
Yeah, I've played in the Summit games, yeah.
Nice.
I think I've moderated a Summit game.
Mhm.
I like moderating Mafia more than playing.
Yeah.
Moderating is so fun. Yeah, I guess merch can be another time.
Well,
wanna hear
I
your
guess if
thoughts.
we can't get
Just
in,
gotta
Oh.
come back next
if
week.
we can't get in,
Yeah, I guess
I
I'm
saw
on-
you
Yeah, we
were
can't get it.
posting merch on your story today.
Yeah.
So you just got a new shipment.
Whenever we do a thing, I'll just order one of everything in my house. I just like keep them in bags.
I gotta be honest. I kind of thought you might show up with some yard merch. I'd hoped.
You guys.
I'd hoped.
Who
I
hit that
did
button?
think that when I saw that story, I was like, oh my god, he's bringing us girls' night shirts.
World Genius up until now in my mind was a yard hate podcast.
Oh, come on.
enough of this.
Dude, you've got all you need to understand from our perspective. If you were
I'm
world
just a guy
No, but all right. If you were world genius, you
with a
know,
lot of money,
if
like a lot more than you guys. You know,
it's true. And that goes to further illustrate
fix all of our
our
problems.
point,
But no
which is
swag.
that if first of all, if you have a lot of money, like you're not even a human to us from our perspective. And second of all, like we were looking to try to like use the yard to like climb up so that we can be rich and not become humans too. You're not a human.
I
It's our
see.
goal to
Yeah.
not become
you
humans.
want to move like they do.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I can give you the manual. We can turn this whole shit
Andrew,
around.
unplug the Sony. I'll take care of the Roadcaster.
I've got this island that we can go to. You're
Dude,
gonna
there's a
learn
guy's
lot.
building a resort on that island.
That's
Did
cool.
you know
Really?
that?
That's
Yes, they're
genius.
building a
That's
resort.
That's so
badass. I want to
genius.
go.
On Epstein's?
Well, you can.
Riff Raff
That's
is
neat.
like maybe a water park idea on that island.
I love Riff
Nick
Raff.
is the only one of us that can afford to go to Epstein Island.
I want to throw a melee
We can
tournament
go
there.
as child slaves.
Yeah, an ultimate tournament.
Kids, you're
Would
off
love it.
work. Just play video games.
I don't even think they would accept. You know what's really sad is like we wouldn't even be able to make it as slaves over there. We're too old and shitty. The only way we're getting on is if we acquire some Nick wealth.
Yeah, you're the perfect age to not get invited to Epstein Island. You are not 12 or 80.
We're safe. We're like too old to get drafted, basically.
Thank God
Okay.
for that. All right,
All right, guys.
let's finish this up. Next time, Nick's coming back next week, and we will look at the
Next
yard
week we're
merch.
gonna
Then,
we're gonna get his perspective.
thanks guys thank you for watching. Thank you, Nick,
Thank you.
for showing
for
up.
having me.
Thanks for
Bridging
being
the
here.
gap between warring worlds.
Mending.
As soon as Nick
mending.
leaves, we're just going right back to our usual programming of attacking the yard nonstop.
we will be weaponizing this.
No. We appreciate Nick for being here, and hopefully next time we'll get that trade done, and we'll have
John will
Eamon
be
here.
gone.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Buy a Manscaped razor. Right? What's the
The
code?
lawnmower 5.0. It worked. I use it.
5.0?
Do you guys have
They make. I'll say it. They make too many products, and they only. It's kind of like iPhones.
What
Like
do they
add.
do? Like add like 1 volt?
They put a flashlight on it. It's
Wow.
kind of helpful.
Wow.
It's kind of helpful.
Oh, so you've used multiple models.
So just in
They have a
case
gold
your
one. That's the
lights
one
are
Nick
off.
uses. He uses the gold
Solid
Manscaped.
gold.
Dude, it's kind of swag.
Are you
It, like
actually
doesn't cut you.
All right, cut
Yeah,
the fucking
actually,
thing.
It doesn't
Wow.
cut you. It's
Cut
awesome.
cut the thing. Andrew.
Okay.
Genius, shouts to what genius.